fast and a new like a sea night. My hair with the state of young girl. From Marvel to DC to Blondelings, everything is got a story, never left wondering. I told it all the rumors in the air. This is the state of the art, live and true. Don't use hacking of the whole world. Faction figures, the truth comes down. New releases, exclusives galore. The hunt is on, we're ready for more. Busy short issues, never a bore. Where will we stop? We'll take a whole store. From G.I. Joe to Mythic Legions, plenty of figures for any reason. All these figures of the have all died. Every new wave picture that just fine. Don't use the hype, hyping up the whole room. Action figures, but do it calm them down. It's all part of the game. In the world of action figures, nothing stays the same. So tune in, stay sharp, and let's all unite. State of the art, where we get our toys all night.
What is up, everybody? Unboxing Art here, joined with Dante, Invisible Paul Bear, Big Bear Hughes, and Joe A just disappeared.
Well, we need Joe anyway, so it's fine.
I mean, it's all right. I guess Paul's like, I have time to go grab stuff.
Hey,
Well,
Paul,
we're into hour 7 of our intro, so I figured I'd
Wow.
Wait, we gotta figure out whose intro is longer though. Mine.
Oh, yours is definitely longer, Dante. Got him. Okay. Dante's definitely longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that it's longer, you know. But speaking of longer, let's not keep the man of the hour, you know, too long behind backstage. But let's just bring him on. We got Rob Post.
Hey guys,
Harvinger Studios.
we're all running a little late today, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. It's definitely all good. How have you been now that you've actually been able to sort of breathe a little bit from all these conventions?
I don't know about the breathing part, but we're certainly through the gauntlet of conventions, at least for the next 8 weeks, 9 weeks, something like that. So, yeah, I didn't do anything Saturday or Sunday. Zero.
Good.
No, yeah, I was.
You should.
Yeah. So.
Did you have a good fourth?
Oh yeah, no, it was great. Me and my dog watched TV. I slept a lot, read some graphic novels I was trying to catch up on, and yeah, nothing too exciting.
You don't need nothing needs to be too exciting. Just just need some time to relax and just like, hey.
It's funny how much we just look for peace now. We just want some peace. That's all we really want.
Yeah, especially when everything's blown up around you.
Yes,
exactly. You just flip your phone over, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and read my book.
Dude, it was a crazy fourth. Like I don't care about the fireworks anymore. It's like, and then the people are like, I gotta record fireworks and stuff. It's like, are you gonna watch it the next day? No. You gonna watch it next year? No. Nobody ever rewatches their fireworks if they waste their time recording. It's like, nah.
Live in the moment if you want to watch it.
No, only the bad ones. That's what you record and rewatch. Like,
yeah, we're losing their hands and stuff.
His finger off. Now we call him the turtle.
Wasn't it like Chicago one year that they blew up everything at once? Like they had a malfunction and they blew up like everything at once. The big Chicago show.
We already got a super chat from Fanboy Tone. Hey, good to see y'all. Good to see Rob, the guy who controls my wallet, and I am happier for it. Isn't
there's many other people in the company you should be blaming, not me. I'm a facilitator at best, I think, most days.
I mean, your whole team's awesome and solid as can be. Like,
yes,
everybody could just be like, yeah, you should check a look at this. And we're all like, okay, here's our money. You know,
pretty much. That's our biggest problem right now is there's so many good ideas. Like we have this long backlog of like awesome sculpts and figures, and we're like, it's kind of daunting. We're like, I don't know if we're ever gonna get to it all.
the whole team is my dealer.
Yeah.
We got the Canuck gifting a 1 unboxing art membership. Thank you, Canuck, for doing
Thank
that.
you, Canuck.
But Joe, I think he said his computer froze and then reset on him. So
Are you surprised? Because he probably repeated. Let me tell you something as an IT guy. Let me tell you something. When you don't have no heat in the room, the computer's gonna overheat, Joe. So you got to.
You mean no cool? You mean no AC?
Matter of fact, you remember back in the day when they had the Disney Channel on like the brown converter boxes.
Yeah,
and they had mouse size, and they're like, okay, it's time to cool down, everybody. Joe, that's what you need to do. You need to cool down, my friend. Cool down.
He does need to cool out. That's why he's got.
realized I don't have my glasses. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, no, I hate the glare in the glasses, but then trying to read the chat when you're at your computer, there's just no way that's gonna happen. So
Fair.
Now, Rob, what we do is
I check my glasses to make sure there's nothing on my peripheral screens being shown.
You always have Easter eggs in the background and stuff that you're like, well, if you could see it, then you know.
Right.
I mean,
I do see something like this, like
I do
yeah,
see.
he's got the guns. He's like, yeah, let me.
Somebody with the guns. I see some sort of package behind them. Something.
Mm.
You know,
It looks like Heavy Metal 2000 though.
oh yeah, everybody's seen that. That's a Slain figure I have from. I picked it up the other day. There's a local toy shop, and that had it on the wall. I walked by it. I was like, oh my god, it was pristine. Still got the KB toys, like price for like $2.99 or something crazy. That tells you how old it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I miss KB toys.
Yes,
Just
indeed.
clearance. It was so good.
yeah, they were the best clearance place to go to as a kid. Go in there with
That's what I
$10, walk out with a bunch of like old school Toy Biz X-Men figures or whatever.
They would do like stupid sales, like buy 2 get 2 free and stuff like that.
mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I should do. Buy the KB toy store and like, yeah. I'm
I
reopen
thought
it.
someone
They
was
have
bringing
that-
back KB toys. Isn't someone
I
bringing
thought they
them
were
back?
trying to, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're definitely trying it.
Yeah.
Just like Toys R Us is supposed to be coming back, and it's like
Well,
is it
I went to a
canon
Toys
now?
R Us in Dallas at a mall.
Really?
I was at DFW.
Yeah.
How was that?
Sad.
I mean, it was not the Toys R Us of my childhood.
It's not Toys R Us. It's like a Go calendar. Toys.
Felt like Babies R Us.
there was like NECA, there was Super 7, McFarlane, they had all that kind of stuff, and they had like a lot of other kids stuff. So it was definitely a toy store. It was full of nothing but toys. So that's fair. It was not remotely close to like what it's like when you think about like a small average size store in a mall, not like a big store. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember when they opened the one in New Jersey here, and they were like, it was like, well, he's got a couple stuff, but nothing that anybody really wants. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, they opened one here just south of Seattle, and it was like, we'll put the name up, but it was seriously like going into like the Christmas Go calendar toys, and I was like, just as expensive. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. So,
Exactly.
Well, speaking of toys, let's get some round robins done because I know people got stuff for the week. And
No,
Rob,
didn't.
I don't like as a toy creator. I mean, do you pick up stuff weekly? Do you have stuff that comes in like?
there's a pile of skeletons over there.
So what did you pick up for the weeks then?
Well, when I was at DFW, I picked this guy up. This is the Atlas. I knew the original when it came out, like it was pretty loose, so I wanted to try this one out. Sorry. That's from Big Bad Workshop. I forget the company that had the actual tooling that they licensed it from, but I got that, and then I picked this up for the raffle for Titans. The Joe.
Nice. Yeah.
So you're coming to Titans, you get a shot at this
Yes.
wonderful exclusive. So.
yeah.
I love their stuff. Love Acid Rain Effects Hobbies 6-inch figures. Oh my
I
god.
love that Cthulhu poster in the background.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very nice.
I'm a fan.
Mhm.
And some liquid death.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Like, duh.
Now, Rob, I do have a question real quick before we move. How is that? Because I remember when they originally came out and I got the giant female figures. How is that out? Because I've been kind of wondering.
It is an improvement over the original release in terms of like how stiff the joints are and stuff. It's not overly stiff. It moves. It's a big figure, so to move this well is a little concerning. It has a lot of articulation. You can get some really crazy poses. I do like the butterfly on it for what it's worth. I don't really like how the butterfly goes into the shoulder right here. That looks kind of blocky, but those are just like critiques, and it's got pins too. So, but for the size of the figure, and this is obviously something that people are meant to customize, it's pretty decent.
Excellent.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just really curious because I didn't get none of their male figures. I got the females, but I was like, I just didn't know.
I got you.
And then we finally got Joe back after he updated.
And there goes the show. Good night, everybody.
Windows 98.
I had to feed my hamsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
One was
It's off the wheel?
empty the wheel.
Well, yeah, one's pregnant and one died, so I had nobody running it.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, it is what it is. Stupid.
And you're all in the dark.
Yeah, turn your light on. Jesus.
Why I got to turn my light on this week? Every other week, it's just fine sitting in the dark.
Because we
But now
want to see
Rob's
you,
here.
Joe.
Now Rob's here, and now I have to turn my light on. Y'all,
It's like
I see how y'all
it's
are.
like a shadow.
How did I get dragged into this?
I see how it is.
Hell.
Everybody wants to be all professional because Rob's here. My bad. Let me go turn
That's
my
right.
light
We
on.
have a guest, sir.
Wow.
You get the good China out.
Yo, looks on you. I don't have China, sir.
Get the
Joe,
Star Wars cups
Joe,
out of the cabinet and get it served everybody out of Star Wars.
Only
Rob, would
Rob's
you like
getting a nice
Boba
cup.
Fett or Greedo?
The
Yeah,
rest
I
of
mean,
you
yeah.
are getting styrofoam. Rob's getting a glass cup.
Styrofoam. Nah, we got the red cups.
Dante, I'm giving you a dog bowl.
Some solos. Oh, turn that shit back off, man. That just made it worse.
Nope. Now you're like
That was
this.
washed out.
Nope. See? Now it's stuck like this. I'm not getting up again.
That's not professional.
You lucky
All right,
I got
I
him
think-
first time.
I think it's time to let Joe come on like a sometime basis now at this point.
He said
So you're trying to
sometime
replace me.
comes.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm just saying, look at this natural light that's coming in.
Dante's trying to be a new quota.
The essence of my face.
Dante, you were a DEI hire. Stop it.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Well, you know what? At least my shirt got some sleeves on it each and every week.
That's because you ain't got no muscle. That's why you got sleep.
There you go.
Here we
Don't
are.
break
I
a
don't want-
bone,
I don't
man.
want to hurt everybody.
Don't break a
I want
bone.
to hurt you.
Don't.
Fanboy said, "Is Joe sitting on the sun?"
I don't need sun. Trust me.
He is. He is right. He is sitting on the sun. You mind
Dark
be
enough
walking
for the
on the sun.
Dark enough.
Jeez. Now, Paul, what did you
I
pick
love
up this
the
week?
chaos I bring. It's fun.
I got a lot of stuff. Well, I guess I'll get it out of the way since Junkion told me to. I have to glaze Rob. I got Who Man.
Yes.
So I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. In fact,
You would.
I took He-Man, my Motu Chronicles He-Man. He got kicked, so that I could put.
Ooh.
Really? Oh
Good.
man.
Yeah, I kicked him. He's moved now. He may even be riding my next pickup, which was I got the Motu Chronicles Battle Cat,
Oh man.
and I was thinking that possibly this was going to be just like a repaint or like a re-release of the Revelations one.
Right.
It's different. It's thinner. It's got different sculpts, different paws, and it's got a better head. It's got a way better head sculpt.
See, I actually thought it was just a reuse. Of
I
Rebel.
did too. That's why I didn't buy it, and then it went super clearance in my area. Actually, it's half off right now at my Targets. So, like, yeah, this one's cartoony, which I still like this. This Cringer head and everything is still cool. I like this battle cat for what it's doing, but he's definitely like fatter, so that he accommodates a 7-inch figure as opposed to the 6-inch Motu Chronicles. But like he's got better like saddle armor piece. I don't like the helmet as much. It also doesn't sit on as well. It's pretty loose on mine, so it kind of falls off. So I'm probably just going to take it off and just have him like this, because also that head sculpt is it's really good.
That's pretty nice head sculpt.
That is pretty nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And however, I think Hoon-Man might be riding him for a while, which I have to keep name dropping all the stuff that I like, because I am of course a shill, and so
To the highest degree.
yes. And this was my weapon. I got
Oh,
Very nice.
with Hoon-Man, which is awesome. And however, I'm digging so hard on his actual sword.
Yeah, that head sculpt.
Oh, this head sculpt!
That's how you do a screaming face, people.
Yep.
You make action figures with facial expressions. They got
Yes.
wrinkles and shit, and their brows wrinkle up, and it's like, come on.
oh,
The rating-
Kevin did an amazing job on that sculpt. He really did.
It's
And
so
then-
good.
Yeah.
The paint
I
apps on it.
did almost puncture myself though on this armor, which is good.
All I'm saying is when we put 14 and up, that means we're not reliable anymore. Like
For
that's,
real.
Yeah.
Now it should be like when you draw blood on our fingers, you're doing it
Yeah.
right.
So I got
Someone
those,
wants to
and
know
then
what card you got.
and this is one thing too. Like I'm gonna miss the cards, but I got the Merward insignia.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
nice.
That's
I love these cards, so it's gonna be kind of sad if they're going away.
Yeah, I feel like people have voiced more appreciation for them now that they're going away, because in the beginning, like no one really said hardly much about them.
Oh, we
Um,
love them.
Dude, I love stuff you can use with D&D and stuff like that. Like,
Even
Always
if
appreciate it.
I didn't like have a love for cards, I would still love them, because I'm gonna frame probably mine. I'll probably put mine in the frame, so
Death Owl said a puncture is your initiation to the Crucible, Paul.
that's
There you
right.
go.
Exactly. That's what
Right.
I'm talking about.
Thank you for joining us, Death Owl Customs.
It's blood for the blood god.
There you
Goals for the Skull Throne.
Exactly.
go.
So then I met up with a guy. I met a guy on.
Oh, you met up with the guy.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
It was a marketplace meetup, and I got
Oh,
Jada,
Oh.
Mega Man with
Oh.
his bomb, his super bomb.
With his stroke face on.
Yeah, that's his. I'm tossing a bomb. I wish that he had a pig or something, or a hand that holds the bomb, but Jay didn't do that yet, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I also got, so he hooked me up. He actually gave me a couple of them for $30. And
oh
I got
nice. Cut me.
so Cutman is great, but the one thing I will say that they kind of missed out on is that they only give you one cut, and you have to take the actual scissors has to come off and go on the different head sculpts, or you can put it on the stand they give you, but it's like, so then he can throw it too, but it's like you only got one, but he's got two head sculpts. And he's got, I don't know.
Remember, Paul, everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Get one.
Apparently everybody gets one.
Yep, everybody gets one. So there's that one. And these Mega Man figures they're
Did Cutman cut you too?
he did not. No, he's very dull actually, but I think he's not 14 and up like the other, like Savage Crucible. Went to Ross, jumped on the cheap NECA Turtles bandwagon there.
Oh, you
So-
picked those up.
Yeah, I grabbed it. Honestly, I really wanted Ace Duck the most, but for this price, like, I'll take Mutagen Man, even though it's the weirdo cartoony Mutagen Man.
Yeah.
That's cool. I would go with all my NECA Turtles, which I have more than a few now. And I also got Jack Kirby.
Oh, that's the one I want.
Yeah, and this one I passed on this one like 6 times, and I'm like, and then I was just like, and then I stopped seeing him, and then I went out of town, and that Target had one, and I was like, done, I'm getting it because I need Kirby.
Lucky you. I wanted that. I've been
Especially
looking
with the
for that
Larry
one.
Hama figure coming. So
Yep, and then I've got Stan Lee, so
true.
it's like I could have
wait,
all. Of them.
did you get the Toddy Mac one?
Anyway, so moving on. Then,
Good man. You keep moving on. You keep moving on.
we don't need to go there. But I also found for the first time, and so I just automatic grab was I found Tila.
Tila.
So,
Oh, nice.
wanted Tila. I still haven't seen Skeletor in the
He's
store
tough.
Yeah.
You can get him on Amazon. I think he's on
yet. I
Amazon.
know, but I like the instant gratification of like.
Yeah, I get it.
something-
You like the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, and then like at any show around me, like people are selling them for like $50 or $60. So
Right.
And I've also heard there's a lot of variants in that line.
darker skin tones. I think they did running changes to it.
Yeah.
Twice. So, but Tila looks great. Her weapons are kind of interesting, but they look a little stubby, a little iffy. I don't know. Haven't taken it out yet. So, but the articulation is so much better on these Chronicles figures, so I'm digging that. I mean, obviously there's improvements that still need to be made, but for that price point, and it's Mattel, so it's getting better. Hopefully they take some of the stuff that they changed in these figures and they put it towards WWE figures and the DC figures that are coming. So, Death Owl Customs. I found Skeletor in my small Hound Town. I'm guessing hometown. While visiting my parents last week, he is my first Motu figure ever. Ever? Okay.
Until Rob releases his version of a Skeletor, which he's sort of,
Man,
he's
don't
leaning that way.
Don't tease me with a good time.
I mean,
So
That was not how that happened at all. I don't. You're talking about the Kildor.
yeah.
Not,
No.
no one will ever believe me when I tell these stories. Like it doesn't. That's not how that happened at all. Like I didn't even ask. Like I do have transcripts, so I can prove this later when we get to the
and you may have to. And then the last thing I got, because I was like, I don't think I even own anything with her. I got Queen Marlena. This is He-Man's mother. And this is the. What's that?
Is it a space helmet?
Yeah, because she's from Earth. She was an astronaut from Earth. That's why when people are like, Earth doesn't exist in He-Man, yeah, it does. Yeah. That's why in the Christmas special they go back to Earth.
I don't know why.
Yeah, Queen Marlena.
Why would I want to go back there? She's like, yo, Attorney is so much better.
Wife, right?
Yeah, this is Randor's wife. She's
She's a little
Yeah,
sticky.
I know things.
Yep. And this is the animation version of the Origins. So I was like, and it's unpunched, which I was like, huh, that's interesting. Usually they punch it out and hang it up on the shelf, but they didn't. They just set them on the shelf.
That man said he's seen 3 Skeletors in a while. All 3 had warped jaws.
That is sad. And see, that's another thing too, is if I find it and it's gonna have, if it has a warped jaw, I'm gonna be kind of like, oh, that's crap. And the last thing I got, last but definitely not least, because I actually really like him. I got Hit and Run
Nice.
in classified. So
Oh, I like the duffel bag.
yeah, the duffel bag is really cool. It's interesting how it opens, because it looks like it opens like in half, but it doesn't. It actually has like a smaller flap on the top. But
Okay.
I almost wrecked it because I thought it opened in a different spot, and it's actually the seam of the 2 pieces that they glued together to make it. But yeah, he's fun.
You got
I
a
like
nice
it.
pose too.
Yeah, he's just so he can be up on the shelf, just hanging like he's ready to deploy.
It's nice.
I'm digging it, and then I got some stuff on the way, but that'll come later. So
Oh, man.
Nice.
And we will go. Dante, what do you got?
Man, I ain't got diddly. You come
Okay,
just doesn't
good.
win.
Anyway.
Nah, I got
Go.
stuff.
yeah, you do. Are you kidding me?
I was gonna say we combed this desert, we ain't found shit, but you know.
When's that sequel dropping?
Hopefully next year. So a good friend of mine, White Vegeta, picked this up for me at Joe Fest.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow.
And who makes that awesome figure?
This company named Savage Crucible, who I've started to fall in love with now.
Man.
Can we at least Rob, I'm gonna fucking chef's kiss applause. Look, that's how you fucking do blood on a figure. It looks wet.
Yes.
That is how you do it.
But it's not
Everybody
actually
should
wet.
fucking it's beautiful.
Yes. You know what? I really love this figure. I've been messing with him since I got him. What else did I get? So Big Bad Toy Store was kind enough to send me my replacement Captain Gridiron.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, his arm stays on?
Yeah, this one arm stays on. But I got the other one to still have his arm stay on. I had to heat and freeze, and you know.
Now you got two.
That was just his action thing. That was his action piece, man. That's all he did.
It's
It's a nice
a
action
limb.
piece.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
It's a chase.
He gets caught in an explosion, his arm falls off. This is his action thing.
No.
Press the back of the.
and just like Rob, my friend White Vegeta grabbed these for me.
Nice.
So I haven't
It's a
opened
whole
these
lot
up.
of
Super
glare.
excited. Super excited about these.
Sick glare, bro.
And then going around, and I did something for some friends. I won't say who, but I fooled around and did this.
Ah,
Oh.
on the throne.
That's right. So yeah,
Nice.
Love it.
That throne looks sick, though. I didn't really look sick.
like I like the way it came out. I feel like I can make it a tad bit bigger,
Mm.
but it is very, very sharp.
As well, it should be.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
It goes well with Paul's Who Man.
Yes.
I mean, this might fit for Paul's Who Man.
I'm just
It might
saying.
be for an Elric figure or a Naraka, maybe. Or, you know.
Yeah.
Fanboy Tone says, I need one of those thrones.
Yeah, he does.
Message me. Let's see what we can do.
Ooh.
Oh.
Doing business.
And White Vegeta does make these awesome weapons crates too himself by hand. So
That's nice.
Nice.
he sent me some before. Like I have the other two like over back here behind me, but yeah, he sent these. I forgot he did send me one of these, which is awesome. Like he makes good ones. So other than that, yeah, like Paul, I got some more stuff coming, and that's it.
Right.
Nice.
And Joe, what about you?
I gotta glaze. Nah, I don't have any Savage Crucible figures right now. I didn't buy anything.
Why did y'all let him on the show?
Oh shit! All right. Anyway, so since we got rid of them, so Rob
Well,
wanted
he-
them gone. So let's.
Look, I told you who the superior hire was.
Yeah, we've been picking on Joe all night. That's the problem.
Wait. Where's my boy? Hey, man, this man does not leave my desk. All right? This does not leave my desk.
Oh, that's a
He
sweet.
stays
Yeah.
right here next to me all the time. All right?
Mhm. Yeah, he just put him there for the night.
You shut up. You shut up.
See? Look, when they start saying that, you get all defensive.
The only thing I got were these. That's all I got this week. That's it.
No,
You got
those
some
are
cereal
good.
boxes?
Cereal boxes, sir?
You didn't open the flaps, bro.
You didn't even.
You want to see the glare? You want to see some glare? There's some glare. Look at
I mean, it's not as bad as Dante's glare.
well,
Like, you can
Dante's
actually
got,
see
like,
the
the
Which is
angelic
crazy
stick.
because it's just the glare of the monitor. It's even funnier.
Bro,
Yep.
you can't see nothing on yours. There you go.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Yabba do.
I got a convention I'm going to Saturday, so I'll have more stuff then. And I'm waiting for, like everybody else, I'm waiting for something else to
I
come
feel like I
out.
got too much
Nice.
stuff.
Watch your mouth.
I got too much stuff.
What you get, Art?
So,
I know you said you had a whole bunch of shit.
I mean, I got a nice Savage Crucible Joe Fest figure coming from Punk with Toys. He was able to snag one for me.
Nice.
Since everybody else is showing theirs,
Damn right.
You know,
Yeah.
first time ever having an Acid Rain figure, and they feel really nice in hands.
I told you. Look, man, I
Nice.
told you to get these.
This thing's crazy. I feel like I'm going to break it every time I'm like posing it up. So
Yeah, they had the other mech suits on display, and their booth. They were right across from us at Joe Fest, and they had some super cool stuff. I got my first Acid Rain last year at Shanghai Wonderfest, and I was like, okay, these guys are bringing some heat because the jackets and stuff, the movable parts were really, really well engineered.
how it's all like ratcheted nicely, and it doesn't feel like it's all flimsy. And plus, I mean, you know they're doing it right when you're getting a minigun blast effect that actually looks like a minigun blast effect, and it's not like a single that goes into one barrel that looks ridiculous.
Yep.
Exactly.
So this thing's rad. I like it. What else? So I did get a lot of Joes in. We'll start with the more controversial one.
Trash.
Iron Grenadier Destro with this despoiler that everybody's like, I don't see the value in it. And it's like, yeah, there's little things that it could, you know, be tweaked on them. And
It's too big.
you know,
That's
whatever.
too big.
Where's the action
Really
features?
long.
Yeah, the people are saying it's too big and the cape
Yes.
could be better. I wish it was a wired cape. I mean, that is something that I wish, and I wish it came with missile blast effects. I think those are the two big things
Yeah.
that stand out. And you know, it could be a little bit cheaper, but
I mean, he just stabbed.
I have Iron Grenadier Destro. Fuck it.
Well, I like the shield. I really like the shield that he had.
Yeah, the shield's really nice. We're going into more big stuff. Well, actually, no, I'll continue with the same theme. Got Torsen.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
The
They're really
Renegade.
nice. Yeah, some Slaughter's crew. And then I got Mr. Rockclaw. We actually can store his whip nicely. They did a little cool. I like how they store it on there and his gun. And then, you know, guess because G.I. Joe needed a Raptor, and the armor is dumb because it's that solid silver, and you're covering up this paints. Doesn't make sense. Like, why you'd want to hide that face?
I don't understand like why they have like an eye protection. Like it's like all silver. Like why didn't they just cut out the eye hole on the?
I don't know. It's like, it's weird. It's like I'm expecting instead of a Cobra logo on this dyno to have it say like JP. Because it's weird. It feels like a Jurassic Park figure with Joe's. It's very weird. What else do I? Oh, I got this guy because Junkion is an enabler. And I was so anti getting him because I was like, he's too cartoony, but it's better than that last Pandora. I got the Bloody Jester. The teeth are they're sculpted in there better than the bloody, like the other Pandora. So he's not nearly as cartoony as her. And he's sticky as fuck. Like the wash on the boots and stuff, still not dry, just like Lieutenant Hune. It's like he's sticky, so I gotta let him air out, I guess, for a couple days. But he's still a cool figure. If you're gonna get Jester, I'd recommend the bloody version. Seems to make him less cartoony, I guess.
He looks good.
Yeah, he looks. The bloody one looks good. I mean, it's not. I mean, nowhere close to what Rob did with his blood on his figure. You know.
Oh, keep the
I mean,
glaze.
shit. Like nobody. I don't know if anybody's gonna top that to this day. And then Nerd Zoic came with the fast delivery.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
The big man.
Biggest of birds.
Like, it is this line is so fucking fun and so nostalgic. Like, come on. They gave you both head sculpts. He's huge, but you know, they didn't really try to hide the inner mechanics underneath. But you know, other than that, I mean,
it would have like if you tried it. Yeah.
What?
I could see why they left the bottom open because, like, if you try to move the legs, you wouldn't have got much movement.
His legs are stiff, and he is very top heavy. So you're definitely. I'm glad they made him really
Right.
stiff because he keeps wanting to fall back because this is like a big chunk of plastic that they made for the tail.
Mm.
I believe it.
But they nailed the sculpt and the paintwork.
Follow that bird.
Yo, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Get out of my head.
Had to go to AliExpress to get a hold of this guy.
Don.
Done.
Had to get that Hong Kong exclusive Dan Hibiki Storm Arena figure because they didn't give us this head sculpt originally when they should have.
Yeah, definitely should have.
Always have a crying Dan. So that's awesome. I love the Storm Arena figures. And then I have two more things. That's it. So got another Stinky Boy.
Yeah.
Joy Toy.
This guy. Stinky boy.
Yeah, these guys are great.
Look at that guy.
He
He's
has like butterfly wing of like potions and skulls and heads and stuff.
yeah.
He's got a human
His
head like
face
hanging
sprayer.
there. Yeah,
He's got a big old.
his head sculpt's really cool too. They did like a metallic red for his like eyes and stuff. And then he has like a knife thing that I have to heat up the plug because it won't just pop in. But his sheath is just like tentacles,
Yes.
Oh wow.
and then it sheaths like his sword or his knife is just like dripping with like acid and nastiness, and it's corroding the blade. Always fun stuff. And then my final piece, because I went vintage with the lady, went thrifting and everything, and I found a vintage Garfield.
Oh wow.
That's the old style Garfield. From
Yeah,
like
he's
the first
fucking
few books.
obese. Okay,
Yeah.
Garfield is obese.
Yeah, that's and
But yeah, 1981. It was just sitting there, and I'm like, I don't have a Garfield to go with my like, my pet monster Teddy Ruxpin little area. So this is my representation of Garfield in my collection.
that's pretty good. That's a good pickup.
You know, I wonder if I think I still have mine. I think mine's at my mom's house.
But
Which is
yeah, that's
wild.
pretty much that was my pickups. But then I'm talking about other people's figures. Rob's like, I'm not on here to talk about other people's lines.
Sure, I'll talk about anything, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I collect just like you guys do. Like,
It's true. But yeah, I just can't get enough of Savage Crucible, and I mean, and especially let's not even just talk. There is also another line that Rob does that Joe definitely loves. And
Now
other
we're
people love
talking.
it too.
Now we're talking.
Some collegiate.
Oh, wait. Now I can glaze. Hold on.
no, sir, sit back down.
Oh, yeah. See, look. Now you got number one on both Penn State, right? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get a bloody version of this. You need to make a bloody version of these, Rob. Make a bloody-
I don't know that I'll get approval from the university.
Can you
for that.
make one with like the legs broken or something? Just
What do
like,
you think this is, Madden? This is not Madden. Dude, you can't keep hitting the player and put him in the ambulance.
I'll do it myself. Gosh.
Yeah, Thanos, you better do it yourself. Golly, you trying to get Alex Kidd injured? Yo,
Well, everybody else is like Savage Crucible. I'm like, oh well, fuck me. Let me get these Collegiate Legends. Damn.
Well, you'll be happy to know that in 27 there'll be at least one, if not two, different body types, and then we have new parts for the existing body type. And we're also in the next 12 months there'll be mascots rolling out for certain teams too. So,
Penn State one of those certain teams, or you can't talk on it yet?
can't talk about any of that. Yeah.
Can't talk. That's fine with me. That's
And
fine.
really, that's Holly that talks about that, not me. So that's
I'll wait impatiently. It's fine with me. I waited impatiently for these guys. Are you gonna get like D linemen and like linebacker bodies too?
oh yeah.
My man. See, we're talking about a great company. Rob, great company. Savage Crucible, Collegiate Legends, guys. Great show. Wrap it up, Art. Wrap it up.
Oh, right.
He's like,
We're done. We're done here.
I didn't know it was called Unboxing Joe.
It's
What is
perfect.
it to Unboxing Joe? I thought it was called Unboxing Art, not Unboxing Joe.
Since when are you his
Wrap it up,
assistant?
Joe.
Back up.
Wrap it up.
Dang.
Yeah,
Now,
that
Rob,
was
how-
your retirement package.
I'm waiting for. I need to get some more Collegiate Legends. I need to get some more.
Rob, when you started your Kickstarter, did you ever think you'd be made like at this point right now?
No. I actually had a conversation. I think it was this morning with some of the team members about like. I think our Kickstarter was ended 3 years and 2 months ago or something like that. And in that time, we've have 2 different brands, and we put out over 60 SKUs in people's hands between 2 brands. So I don't know that another startup has ever done anything remotely on that level. So
damn straight.
I believe it. Shit. See your figures everywhere, man. Shows all over YouTube and everything. For real. So,
well, we're just the pretty girl this month. There'll be somebody else next month.
I don't know, Rob.
I don't know.
I really
You've been the
feel
pretty
like,
girl for a while now.
yeah, I mean, and then you also made it even really pretty where you're like, hey, we're changing our plastics, and you just take a leg and fucking bend it in half and stuff. Like what your team and you guys are doing is phenomenal. And it's like, honestly, and I've told you that you and your team have had you guys have passion in what you do, and you believe in what you guys are doing. You guys are fans of what you're producing. It's like, I honestly feel like it's like all of you guys probably play in Diablo, D&D, all that type of stuff. Like you guys all come from that, and we can feel it and see it in the figures. You know, it's just like, oh shit, man, this is like a guy I would create in D&D or want to play as Diablo and, you know, cut some ears off from PvP.
So it's kind of interesting when I work with sculptors or 2D artists. I always, Kevin is our lead guy. And Rebecca does most of our animals, and then we have Nick does some work for us, and we've been incorporating other sculptors throughout the years. But essentially, that's always what I ask them is like, what do you personally like? What do you collect? What do you like? Because I've always found that the sculpts come way better when the people sculpting it are really passionate about that topic or that subject. So
just like a tattoo artist, if you get a tattoo artist who is passionate about the type of artwork you want to get done, you'll get a better tattoo out of it.
Yeah, and it just makes sense. But you'd be surprised because I think like, and it's easy to pick on other companies or whatnot, but like as you get bigger and like brands come and go. So then you'll try things. You'll go to a different sort of like you might want to go license an IP. It's like Sesame Street's an amazing IP, but would I be passionate about the entire line? No, I'd want to do Grouch and Cookie Monster and like I'm out after that, right? Like that's like, Ernie doesn't do anything for me. So that's kind of
a hot take. That's a hot take. Oof.
Not
Well,
really.
no, I'm just saying like that's kind of the problems you start to run into. So
wait, maybe not Ernie alone, maybe Bert and Ernie together. No, fuck.
Never
All right,
liked that. I don't know
Grouch
why.
and Cookie Monster is good in my books. Like, so
just saying, I don't, this wasn't my thing. Snuffleupagus, love Snuffleupagus. That was awesome.
I don't even know if they'll ever make a figure like of.
He'd be so big.
It'd be so big, yeah.
Exclusive. Let's do it. Get that.
We did get a super chat from Fanboy Tone again. Got to get ready for Mercs, my dudes. Have a good rest of the stream. Keep glazing, Rob. And he says, Art, if you're free next Saturday, let's get the interview in. Sure thing, Tone. You got me on Saturday, bro.
Art, you have some questions in the chat. Canuck has a question.
Junkie just got one of those SKUs in my hands tonight called Dravarthi Sentinel.
Yeah, don't read Junkie on shit. Whatever.
Whoa.
What? So what's number one seller out of is he overall like all your figures? Like who sold the most?
I'll say that Death Dealer is outsold everyone.
Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that all you fucking enablers in our little group chat pushed me to pre-order. I was like, I passed on it, Rob, because I didn't have the funds.
You're welcome.
Everybody's like, yeah, you should get it. Like, you know what? All right, I'm doing it. And then everybody in the chat was like, oh, got mine in.
Yep.
Good job. I know things you don't know, and I'm telling you, good job.
Oh.
There's going to be another episode of crying eyes and
So
gnashing of
let's
the teeth.
go into that.
Oh
How
my
do you feel
God.
about that?
Okay, let's go on that one.
I love what your statement of where you're talking about, reissues and like how they don't really sell as well as they initially drop and stuff like that. Like, talk about that a little bit, like about these crybabies and that you see.
Well, look, let's backtrack. Like, let's just say that you're a huge Elric fan. Okay, like you loved Elric. He was influential in your teen years, whatnot. And you're not really collecting fantasy figures at this point. You might be collecting action figures over military or Transformers or something, and you don't even know about Harvinger Studios, Savage, Crucible. You don't even know there's an Elric figure out there. That is entirely possible. True. And so that's what you would end up finding, like over the course of a year that we were waiting for the figure. The reason why it sold out the way it is, like, people kept ordering or pre-ordering the figure as they would find it. And so those are like a lot of fans that didn't know that were Elric fans bought it. And so, but that was sort of the first step. And the second step that kind of led into it was there seemed to be this development of hype. I don't think it was one thing. I don't think it was like just the influencers. I think it was just an armored character that had a little bit of an anime feel that started to appeal to certain segments that weren't collecting our barbarians or the lizard member previously. And then I think some of the eBay price listings also had a dramatic effect on people being like they have to get one. Like, it's sort of the it figure. So there's just a lot that went into that.
But you added to it too by showing the new plastic and bending the leg, though. You're like, if you guys didn't look at the new plastic.
Well, that was after. I mean, that was like after everybody.
Right.
The pre-orders were sold out everywhere. I mean, it was. Retailers are coming back asking us for more. I'm like, I don't have any more to give you. I am sorry. Like, that is. So it was pretty unexpected, and we're like, okay, great. We ordered enough Death Dealers, and then like after that, like literally as that FOMO is coming over Elric, like immediately started with Death Dealer, and like all the retailers, I think there still might be one or two that still have some, but like all of them started to sell out within like 5 days.
Yeah,
and it was. Yeah. So I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I don't really. It's something I don't care, and I don't want to call people crybabies, but at the same time, like,
they're being crybabies.
I will.
You got to call a spade a spade. They're being crybabies.
Exactly.
The thing is that it's like if you're a collector, most of them, it's like you guys have been collecting a while. You know the game. Like, don't always. Yeah. You should. At this point, I feel like if you're in our age group, not so much Joe, but if most of the guys, because I saw a lot of the guys
he's not wrong.
In our age group who are like complaining about it, like you better do a reissue. It's like no. You know the game. Like this isn't Hasbro. This isn't Marvel Legends. Like, it's like you get in and get it. If you want it, don't wait. Like, and I'm just as guilty. Like, I had a pre-order and I canceled it like a moron because I had a lot of stuff going on, and then I had to go back and get it again. And it was like, and I got hooked up luckily with somebody who had one to pass to me, but it's like, if I had missed out, I would have been like, I missed out. I'm not going to go and get on, and do the Facebook, like, you better do this for me, Savage Crucible. Like, come on. It's like,
that's how I felt. Cause I, like you said, like, I'm not of the same age bracket. So I don't know a lot of like Elric and everything. Like, you guys have read books and all that. And it's like, it was a great looking figure, but I'm picky and choosy with a lot of my stuff. So like, I know same one thing with Paul. Like, I had other stuff going on. So I'm like, I didn't get it. And it's a great figure, but I can enjoy it from afar. But I'm not going to go to the Savage Crucible group and be like, I'm disappointed in you. This is a stupid group. This is like, bro, you had like 3 chances to get it. You didn't get it. You lost. You missed out. Exactly. Whatever. Either go pay the crazy ass price if you really want it, or shut the fuck up. Like, move on.
I will say,
like,
go ahead,
that's
Dante.
the thing, and I want to say this, like, I see it happen so many times, again and again and again, and I'm not guilty of it, but there's times I missed out on stuff. I'm like, all right, you know what? I missed out. It's on me. Maybe I didn't have the funds at the time. I'm like, maybe I couldn't budget it in. All right, cool, whatever. I seen people like I seen reviews. A good friend of mine, Just Jay. I see his review. I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know what? That does look like a great figure. It's like if it comes back up, you know, I'll try to grab it. If I can't, so be it. But I've seen so many times where people on like Reddit, Facebook groups, be like, "Oh man, do you think they'll ever reissue that figure?" And people are like, "Oh," I'm thinking in my head like, I really want to type out like, "Why didn't you just pre-order it? Like, why didn't you just put the order in just in case?" Like for me, it's sometimes, and I'm gonna say this sometimes I just don't have the funds at that point. Yeah. I got pick and choose. Sometimes it's like, you know, and I understand that for folks who have to do that, you know, what's more important, you paying your bills or you having that one figure, and you gotta live. So the bills come first.
Bills comes first, and I totally appreciate that, and I think that's the way it's supposed to be. And I realize a lot of other people putting out like really great things too. So it is really tough to decide what you want to collect. I passed on the Mondo 1/6 scale anti-Eternia Battle Cat, right? And that when that figure came out, I had the biggest regret. Like I think that thing is gorgeous, but it's like $800-900 now. Like I mean, it was expensive to begin with, but like you know, like 300 doesn't sound so bad.
The Battle Cat? Just the Battle Cat?
No, the anti-Eternia one. It's the black and red one.
Oh, they made a Battle Cat?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. And it was a low run because Mondo produces based on what people pre-order. Yeah. And so that was dramatically underproduced compared to like Panther and Battle Cat. So
yeah, I bought the anti-Eternia He-Man and I turned around and immediately sold it because I was like, I love anti-Eternia He-Man, but I was like, I can't keep going down this Mondo road.
No, it's expensive. Yeah.
It's expensive. I still have He-Man, She-Ra, Skeletor, and Hordak, but you know, like I was like, I'm gonna back off.
Junkyard says, I think a lot of this feedback is also part of today's society, and they feel entitled to say what I want.
So I'll say this, like, and I talked about this a little bit on another podcast. Like, we did go and like start actually literally tracking people that were upset, like not tracking like where they live, but like tracking their comments, right? Like, okay, we'd write their name, they made a comment, and what that was really us about getting a count of like how many people really were upset. And in terms of people voicing their opinion, there actually weren't that many from our standpoint. You know, you can have the opinion that one's too many, whatever, but there was only like 30 something people that were just repeatedly saying things over and over and over. They just would not let it go for like a week or two. Some, you know, there's a couple of people that went into 2 weeks of it not letting it go. And 30 people is not a justifiable number to do anything about.
I agree.
They're all scalpers.
Well, that's the thing too. Is that I was going to bring that up too. Is that I think there's probably a lot of people who were like really, really hoping for a push so that they could try to make their, you know, $200 or whatever they're selling each one for. And it's like that's not the that's not the point. Don't hope for a reissue just so that you can,
yeah,
you know, take the shirt off someone.
I mean, and we've been very transparent. Like, we take figures to shows. We've been doing that since the very beginning. People know that actually collect our items. Like, I can understand if you're new to the line, you may not know that. There's still more opportunities to get some Elrics. There'll be Elrics at Toy Unity in Nashville. So you can actually reserve those. They don't charge you to reserve it. There'll be some Elrics at Toy Unity in November as well. So you'll have another shot to get one. And yeah, I mean, trust me, I think the prices will come down eventually when, you know, there's just some people that hold out and it'll be fine. So
I don't really think they're going to go down that much. I think I really don't. And that's not like, I'm not hoping that because I want people to have access to it.
Yeah.
Is great. But it's still like, let's be real. Like, I don't think it's going to go in price. It's kind of like what happened with the first series of like Action Force. Like, they go down a little bit, and because Bobby did do reissues, but then all of a sudden, it's like they're going to start rising back up because they're going to be hard to find again. And the word of mouth about how good they are, or missing out FOMO, you know.
Yeah, and we have some plans about the body types and things like that. So, you know, you'll see segments of what constitute that figure coming on. Will we ever do another Elric? Of quite possibly it won't be the Elric that we've done. I mean, there's a lot of incarnations of what Elric wore in his story. So I feel like that, there's also some great artists that painted or drew that definitely interest me. So once we get past the next 2 Immortal Champions, we might revisit Elric in a different manner. But
nice.
Janine, yes, we have immense plans for female characters. They're in process.
Yes.
So that's just something that we feel a lot of internal pressure to get right, to like really bring something that speaks to a lot of people. I'm a big fan of Naraka. I thought that was a well executed figure. I thought the UV paint apps, the mask, the whole Phantom of the Opera, the skin, all the story, like it just, the sculpt, all of it came together, and it was a lot of fun to do that figure. So, and then that was also the introduction of the second loot bag that we've started to include. So that was, I mean, the relics and things. Yeah. So I am a huge fan of Elric. Love everything about him.
Oh, we got another shill that invaded the stream. We got
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, that's fun, guys.
The ultimate glazing. Get the glazing, Mike. You can't say anything else. You got to glaze. Bust out the Savage Crucibles.
Mike has been critical before. He doesn't always completely shill. He's like 90% shill.
Not your company.
But constructive criticism is different than
Agree. Yes, like we tell people that like it needs to be constructive. You don't get to say mean, hateful things to people, and you don't get to say mean, hateful things to people that work at the company. And so no, I have very low tolerance for that. You will find yourself banned and permanently banned from the website, which people have started to figure out that they've been permanently banned. They can't purchase from us anymore.
It's been said, words matter in the Crucible.
Good. Yes.
What's up, Darth Gutierrez?
Yep.
And we talk about this. Like I have this philosophy. Like I don't want to sell to everybody. I want to sell to people that appreciate what we're doing, enjoy it, and love it. But if you want to come hate on the people that try to bring it to fruition, if you want to come and hate on the other fans, we don't want you a part of our group. You can go support another company. That's perfectly okay with me.
Yeah, keep all that negative shit talking, just shitting on stuff to shit on stuff elsewhere.
Exactly. Now we appreciate that some people are way more positive, and some people are just sort of way more negative in their balance. In terms of like their outlook, it might be a little bit more negative. Maybe their life's not going well, things like that. But overall, I just like you can say anything about me. It doesn't really bother me. But when you're saying negative things about other people on the team and just being hateful towards fans, it's not fun. There's one thing to poke a little bit of fun. That's okay. But like I've seen some very hateful things that we've banned people for, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
The Pareto principle is sometimes referred to as the 80-20 rule, and it follows a lot of different things. You can do it both ways, but about 80% of your problems come from about 20% of your clients. And so if you cut that in half and just get rid of your 10%, the vast majority of your issues will disappear without any other effort. So, and then you can flip that a lot of different ways, but it's an interesting concept that comes into play. And so I don't know. That's just where we're at. That's how I am. That's how a lot of the people on the team are. Like we've been doing this for a number of years now, and we kind of start to really see it from behind the scenes. Like I think today there was a guy complaining about how long Death Dealer was taking to get here.
Oh my goodness!
And he talked about how he paid for 2 Death Dealers over a year ago. The irony is, this is the irony. So we do the little tests like this. So we go and look this guy up. He's only ever ordered 1 figure from us. 1, if not 2. He might have ordered from somebody else, but he didn't pay for that figure. He put the deposit down. So that figure is still not technically paid for. But that's not how you that person presented the situation at all. And you know, it's just kind of like, really? Like, come on, man. Like,
That's crazy.
And that's, you know, and that's the crazy part too. Like you see that a lot as well. Like there's always somebody who always wants to be the loudest person in the room, but then you go back and check. Well, you only had one course here. You didn't finish it. We had to kick you out because you were being unruly at that point. We let you back in to be nice, but you were unruly the whole time. And like, well, it's not the whole point of that. Like you like they just start back. They kind of like back up, but they're still like try to stand on what their principle is. I'm like, you have no leg to stand on. Like, just go ahead and sit down and shut up.
What's crazy too, Rob, is your whole team, everybody that I've ever interacted with, talked to, everybody's been just so nice. It's like they don't deserve any negative or shit talking.
They are truly good human beings. Like in there. So I am the worst person on the team. Although Holly might argue with me, because she complains that I'm too nice. But yeah, no, on the entire team, like everyone is just extremely nice and really wants to help people, and so they go out of their way to do everything they can. Like it was awesome at Joe Fest. Like, so we didn't put Elric on a reserve system for Joe Fest. We had an allocation for each of the 3 days, and this is not a knock on vendors, but like what would happen is we put Dravarthi on the reservation system, but we didn't put Elric. So what happened is like these people would start standing in line at our booth before the show even opened because they're like spouses of other vendors.
Yeah.
And some of those people were legitimate fans of either Elric and or Savage Crucible. Not everybody, but some of them were. But we didn't have a reservation system. So like there were people that rushed through the door and they didn't even have a chance to get an Elric on the first night because even though they were like the first person in line to get in, they were well past the 40th person already in this pre-existing line. And the guys were like, well, what do we do about this? And I was like, there's nothing we can do about this. Like this.
Yeah.
Like, and so I give Renato just an immense amount of credit because on Sunday, people had done this twice already. And so on Sunday, he just told people flat out no. He said, he was like, you've bought Elric's twice already this weekend. So, and I can appreciate you're a fan, but we need this to go to other people.
Good.
You know?
Good for him. Yeah, man.
And so, but we learned. That's the thing that we always try to do is learn. So like, that's why we're putting the reservation system, which we love, is going to be in place for Elric at Unity and Titans. And so everyone will get a reasonable chance. Because that's what we learned at Zolo. Like that was the thing about Zolo, which was an amazing show. Loved it, but we sold out by like of just about everything by 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. Nice. We still had VIP people coming up to the booth. They're like, they just let me in because the fire marshal said that like there's too many people in. So like, even after general admission actually had started, general admission wasn't even in the building yet. By that point, it was still just them letting in VIPs, and people were very upset. They're like, I drove 6 hours to get this figure, and I'm like, that sucks. Like that really sucks. And part of what was happening was there were people that were walking the floor coming back and trying to buy more and not just like leaving the floor and letting other people in. So that's why we came up with the reservation system, which I hope other companies will implement. It's relatively simple. It doesn't cost you anything. It definitely ensures that a lot more fans get your figures on stuff like that.
There's definitely some of that needs to happen with some of the other shows that may or may not be happening the same time as Toy Unity. That would probably benefit from that.
I remember, because me and Mike were at ZoloCon, and what a doozy that was. That was
Joe as well. He and Alan came in a little late, but I applaud the whole idea of the reservation system. I think it was a smart business decision as well as a fan service decision because you want to spread as much as you can, and with society today, as you just provided perfect examples, they're going to go through and they're going to get as much as they can because they don't feel there's going to be anyone that's going to stand up to them. So I applaud Renato and you for supporting him on that choice on Sunday. So
yeah. When I got there on Zolo, I think I tried to get that Brynjar, and Rob, you were like, dude, it was going in like a half hour, something like that, like an hour.
Yeah,
it was going. It was insane.
Mhm.
And I got there. I think we got in there like 10:30.
Yeah,
Something like that.
But the VIP line was ridiculous when we got there.
No,
Me, Mike, and Jay were just standing in line, and they let us into a certain point, but then like we could see people like buying Monster Force figures. Like, yo, it's like, wait a minute, like how we in, but we can't buy anything? Like, this is ridiculous.
it didn't make any sense. And then like I was in the general admission line, but then they were letting the VIPs in, but they let the VIPs in at 10, 10:30, whatever. And
No,
then
they let us in like earlier than that because the line was getting too long.
Well,
The
it
line
was
was
y'all, but
getting
then it was VIP, then it was something else, and then it was us. But it was like a 15-minute difference. So it was like you paid like $30 extra to get in 10 minutes before me. Like that didn't make any sense. Like
yeah, I think the people that were first brought in were those that had gotten their badges on Friday and already had gone through once or twice.
Yes.
And then come back around. And
Correct.
again, it's just a lesson learned for Mike and his team, because again, the show itself is great. It's just
amazing.
I don't think he realized the growth that was going to happen from the first year being down there, and lessons learned from that in regards to power and connectivity and stuff for vendors. Because I mean, if you were having that experience, Rob, at your booth from last year to this year, but I mean, like people were trying to use their cards and stuff, it wasn't working. It's just everything's going to be a new process, and everyone's going to have to learn, from
Mike and Krista are great, and they will definitely make next year's show even better. I mean, that's just who they are as people, right? And but we do like the whole card thing, like people trying to use the internet there. Like we have our own dedicated Wi-Fi block that we pay for a cell phone line, 2 shows that connects to our system, and that's why it's always connected. So long as we have a cell signal, it's going through us, not through somebody using another vendor.
Nice.
So I think Bobby started to do that as well at Action Force because he was asking us about it. Because I think that very thing came up, and I was like, did we let someone else use? Because like you can connect 2 lines to it. I think we let someone else use it as well, like connect to our Wi-Fi just to be able to have that process. But yeah, I mean, but I love those guys. They learn. They'll definitely, and those things that were happening were outside of their control. Like that was our marshal.
As a business, though, you would think that would be something you'd want to have. Like, yes, it's an extra expense, but you also want to make sure that you are able to sell, pretty much flawlessly. You need to have that, even though the venue supplies it or whatever.
But you may not know. I mean, you may not realize what is going to be an issue until it happens.
The thing was, like, the whole issue was, I think there was nobody to guide anybody to anywhere. Because when you were upstairs, there was nobody telling anybody, like, hey, the line should. It was more security for the casino who was telling people, like, hey, we need you to wrap around here. And then it caused a whole mess because people were getting out of line, at a spot they were standing in for like a couple like minutes or like half an hour. And I'm like, all right, well, how are they getting in first when I was here before them?
Yeah. I mean, it's like we were saying. I mean, it's a great show. It's going to be lessons learned, and the fact that hopefully that the main thing is it's not going to get smaller anymore. That's the main thing, and that's a success story. I mean, it's going to be pains. People are always going to be upset. They want to rush. They want to rush in and get their stuff. And at least his team kept his cool, which I will applaud Mike and that as well, because there was a person. I don't know if you were down there in line, Dante, but there was a gentleman that was getting very emotional with his words and getting close to Mike physically.
I missed that.
Oh my God, just ignorance, because of the whole misunderstanding of what was going on. And Mike was bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
But
bear mace. That's all you need. Just bear mace, people.
I have no problem with old. Like, I wanted to make sure I get my Berthamir. Like, I was like, look, now, make sure I get my Monster Force and my Savage Crucible figures. That's all I was trying to get. Like, look, you all leave me alone. I'm good. You just let me go Savage Crucible and get my Monster Force. We're good. I don't need anything else.
Mm.
I'm not sure I got my Collegiate Legends. That's what I got first.
Next thing, Rob's gonna make the Thunderdome where you have to enter and fight each other just to get the Savage Crucible figure.
I'll do it. Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
The Collector Crucible.
Exactly. Like, come on.
That's
You think you want to battle me more badly than me?
The reservation system is here to stay, so it's not going anywhere.
Nice.
Okay. So there was one guy, he came up to the front of the line at Joe Fest. He goes, I did a reservation, so it'll still be here if I come back in like an hour. And I was like, yes.
See, and that's awesome. That's good to know that you're not worried that somebody's going to sell your item like GameStop or whatever. Like, it's like, hey, I can enjoy the show, come back, it's there. Like,
exactly. That's nice. I do like that.
So, Rob, I do have a question. Is there plans for a third graphic novel, and how's the expansion going with that? I mean,
there is a plan for a third graphic novel. There's actually a plan in place for one-shot comics to introduce characters, like giving a little bit more on their backstory, potentially, or just creating a story related to them, so you get a feel for that, a vibe for that character. So we're working on that for 27. We have some other ideas as well in terms of outside of just one shots and graphic novels to help develop the lore and the IP behind Savage Crucible, because I feel like that's a core component for me. It's it's as much as we love designing figures and visually getting to see them, giving them that sort of backstory is also very important to us.
So maybe a hardcover.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe a hardcover that's like indented that you can put your decryptor right into it. Like
that would be pretty wicked. I'm not gonna lie, but that would probably make everybody else angry that doesn't have one, right? They're way more limited than people realize. So
no,
even Holly was like, "Why is this one going for $400? What is this?" And I was like, funny story.
Well, I appreciate that you in your statement there that you're focusing on lore and stuff, because I am a lore junkie, and other brands that I follow, I keep mentioning that building the lore is just as important as characters, because you can bring out as many figures as you want, but if you don't know or don't have can find an attachment with them beyond the looks, then it's a missed opportunity, I think, to keep collectors invested into what you're doing. So,
and that's why I like flawed characters so much, because they speak to me, because that's just how I view the world. I view everybody as being flawed, right? And it's part of what makes you special is actually your flaws, like not just the really great parts that overshine everything else. So I love flawed characters. I think that makes them more dynamic. I think we've all had those moments of weakness, or we stumbled, or we failed, and because that's when I learn the most, is when I do fail. So that's the kind of characters I like, and I think that speaks towards people. Now, we might get a little too tragic sometimes, like a little too gut wrenching in some of our storytelling sometimes. So I'm thinking of this one character, which is it's gonna be awesome when he comes out, but like it's a gut wrenching story as a father, so, and or as a mother for that matter. I think you can relate to it too.
That's good. Like, if I can watch a movie or read a book or a graphic novel and it's like tugging on those heartstrings and pulling that feeling out of you, like, I think the creator or whoever wrote it, they did what they needed to do. Emotion being pulled out by a character is great in a story.
As long as the dog is not hurt in the story, please.
Nope. That's a funny story, actually. That's a funny story. Like, so the first graphic novel, Who-Man, is actually a tribute to my brother. And I was like, what? Like, I sent my brother to this horrible place. Right? Sent him to this horrible place. And I was like, well, the least I could do is give him my favorite dog while he's there, right? So, like, that's how Mina ended up in the story. So, no, nothing tragic will happen to Mina, I can promise you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at some of your figures. everybody was going crazy. Now, who decided of the the death metal paint for his face?
Okay, all right. So the story behind this character, this was a Dave Proctor special. Dave lives in Hong Kong. This guy is probably the best toy engineer that I know, and I know a lot of people in indie toys companies. But he really wanted to push the envelope on what we could do in terms of deco. And so we came up with this idea of like, originally it was more of a cannibal kind of concept where we started with, and that's where like the handprints came from. And like Alex actually had like little hands that he made like his own special brush to like put hands on the body. Yes.
That's awesome.
And so the face paint is where I came in, and I had like these crazy designs. I was like, I want this, but Alex came up with this, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. And that's how it came together. Now, originally, the paint was a little bit more matte in color, and I was like, no, I want it to be more red. I was like, I want it to look like it's wet. And it is a multi-step process to get that effect. And they killed it. Like I absolutely love everything about this figure.
Your factory kills it though.
They do an amazing job. They really do. They care. People there actually care. So,
and the subtle ash that was tampoed onto the body itself. I mean, you really don't see it as well in some photography.
Yep.
But having it in the hand right now, dude, it's right.
It is. I agree. It's not appreciated until you have it in hand. You're like, damn. So,
because just real quick, I do like what I'm looking at, because I was looking at the head, and it looks like he just came about and just smeared it just like straight across.
Yep.
So it does come off, and it's like dark. It's like a dark spot, like you can see like where it's like kind of like darker, and then it lightens up. It's like, yes, like yeah, I do love it.
And this is something that's going to be. This is going to be available on the site. About how long?
It'll be up. What day is it? It's July. It should be up in September.
Very cool. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
For people
This
who
looks
didn't have the hookup.
so awesome. The helmet looks good. The dry brushing on the helmet.
Yeah, they did a great job. They always do at my factory with the paints. And it just follows our philosophy of like, you should be able to incorporate 2 to 3 new pieces that have not been offered before on a figure. And so like, he's got the mirror image pauldron that's never been used before. That waist piece is new. The pins that going into it are new. The waist piece actually comes from Kubla, but Kubla's looks different, totally different, because it has this big ornate piece on the front that you don't see. And then those 2 wristbands are new. Like Kubla comes with one, I believe, but not both. And so we did mirror images of those. So that's just kind of how we plan ahead with our tooling to give us extra parts to keep with these drop figures. So
I do have one question. Have you considered adding wizards in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Dante, are you coming to Unity?
I want to try to.
I don't even know where you're located. Where are you located?
I'm in Delaware.
You're in Delaware. Okay.
Dumbest state of all time. So
wait, you're gonna have wizards in Unity, is what you're saying, Rob?
I'm just saying that there's going to be 2 amazing figures from Harvinger Studios at Toy Unity. There's going to be the exclusive, which you can purchase now, sight unseen, if you so choose.
Mm-hmm.
And then the drop figure, which is going to be amazing. I'm just telling you right now, it is amazing. And that will also you can register for that as well. So that drop figure is.
Give me a moment. I'm buying my ticket right now.
I'm just telling you, Dante. Like, if you come to the booth, you're gonna be like, "This is why you wanted me to come." That's all I can tell you.
I might have to do that 10-hour drive. I might have to do it.
God.
All right,
So
send me the
then-
money. All right, send me the money, and I get you the figure.
Well, no, not if it's the pre-order. Like,
Well, if I
like
get
the
2
system.
tickets, I get 2.
Now I will say that
now,
we are torturing people this year between Titans and Unity because at Titans there are going to be 4 figures available at Titans that have never been available before.
What the
What?
Rob, what are you doing? That's 6 figures right there. Like what?
Wait a minute, where's Titans located at?
Man,
Nashville.
Robbie, man is a troll. He's just fucking with people now. Damn.
Oh,
I'm just-
man.
I'm just saying, if you book your flight now, you might be able to get it really cheap. That's
Now
all
I'm gonna
saying.
drive. I'll
So
take the drive.
here's a question. Like,
Dante, I got you on some gas.
Road trip.
you did mention that these are just are they all like, besides the exclusive, everything else is like first reveal, like first like appearance type of thing, where down the line, you get them on your website, stuff like that, right?
Right. You will be at, like, the drop figures for Titans and Unity will be available online. The exclusives at Unity and Titans, as far as I can tell right now, will never be offered online.
Wait, there's gonna be 2 different exclusives?
Yes, Unity has an exclusive and Titans has an exclusive.
oh, and there's going to be variants too, but we didn't want to bring that up yet.
Who is we? You don't work for the company. Who is we?
What do you?
You know they put Mike on the payroll. Like he's
Yeah,
not getting
yeah,
payroll,
yeah.
but he's there on paper. He's not getting paid, but he's there on paper. Like Mike's
Man,
everywhere.
switch sides
He's somewhere
real
on the
quick.
paper everywhere.
He switched sides real quick. We
Wait.
haven't done that yet.
Wait,
He's
is
on
there-
Corsair's paper
Which
list. He's like,
side?
yo. He's like,
Yeah.
Switch sides. What are you talking about,
Will there be a
man?
limit on the reservation for the drop figure for Titans and Unity?
Yes.
all
There
right,
will be a limit. I don't know what that limit is yet. There's multitude of factors that can dictate that, right? And so, like, if I have an entire shipment before a show, but I can't bring my entire shipment to a show, right? Logistically, so there has to be a limit, some kind of limit in place. It might be a higher limit, but it still has to be a limit.
Respectfully. Don't worry.
But I mean,
I'll send you
guys,
pictures.
Action Force is gonna have an exclusive and drop for Titans, and they're gonna have an exclusive and drop for Unity too.
I mean,
so.
that's cool and all, but like,
Hey now.
I mean, it's cool and all, but it ain't Savage Crucible.
All right, Mike.
cool.
We know.
I got a
We
monster
know,
force. I'm
Mike.
good.
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
Monster force.
like I do have my, I have Action Force and stuff, but it's like
That's the Titan
options. It's like,
could
you
say
want
art,
this,
say it.
or do you want this? Like, yeah,
October
I mean,
9th and 10th. Ooh, it's
Those
on.
both are pretty
I'm
awesome.
definitely
figures.
more of a fantasy medieval figure collector that I would lean more towards, because it's just you paint every fucking buckle and rivet, and now any future figure I can just bend it like crazy if I feel like it, but yeah, I mean, look at this fucking real chainmail.
Mhm.
Like, come on. Like, how are you like, oh yeah, you can go over to have some, some vanilla ice cream over there, or we got this, Superman ice cream over here. I don't know if you know Superman ice cream. That's a Michigan thing. I guess I'd say more of like a Moose Tracks,
Moose tracks, fudge tracks.
That tracks.
Yeah. Like,
Damn, Titans
Well,
is the same with that
I
New
get-
York Comic Con.
Yes.
Golly.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is. That was unfortunate.
Wait, what
we
is
knew
it?
that going in? It was very unfortunate. Very.
Toy Unity's the same day as Comic Con?
no.
And
New York
Comic
Comic Con.
Titans.
Titans.
Oh, Titans. Oh.
Titans the same weekend as New York Comic Con. Yeah.
You done
Great
to
watching.
that drive to
I hope.
Nashville?
Say that again, Joe.
No, I said Dante, you gonna make that drive to Nashville?
I'm checking to see how long it's going to take. Hold on.
I mean, you guys can road trip.
11 hours and 42
Like,
minutes.
You don't fly, Dante?
wait,
Not 11 hours. I do.
wait, Dante, it's only 11-hour drive?
Yeah.
You could do it. I did it I did the
I've
10-hour
driven to
drive to
St. Louis.
Jersey. And I'm thinking
Yeah, I've
about doing
driven
it
to St.
again.
Louis.
Man, you can probably buy a ticket for $200. That'd save you 22 hours.
Let's see. Hold on.
If he's driving by himself,
Dang.
that would suck. But I mean,
Uh-huh.
grab.
Round
How
just
close is the
427.
show to the airport?
Wait, you could do Joe and
you can get it.
Dante.
It's like 20 minutes, I think, from the airport. Roughly.
Okay. So it's
doable.
That's a doable taxi drive.
I'm just telling you, Titans is going to be a great show. Unity is going to be a great show. If you can make it, great. If you can't, completely understand. We've loaded the deck on Titans. We got Creative Beasts. They're bringing their exclusives from G-Con and another show. AWOC will be there. Skeletron will be there. Marauders, Gunrunners will be there.
All the good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we already went over Action Force. The toy department's coming. Attorney of Dreams is coming. The other thing that's really going to kill you guys is K5 Toys is coming, and they're bringing some of their exclusives from Shanghai Wonderfest as well.
Wait.
Oh, come on, Dante.
Man.
Dante, you just got to pick up
on,
Joe and
Dante.
Junkie and you guys do a road trip. Man, there's 3 of you. Split
No,
up.
I'm flying in. Frick it.
Now, this is just my pitch. Okay, this is my pitch. My pitch is if there's like a group of guys going, there's 4 categories for Create a Crown. There's $7,500 in cash prizes that's given out for first through third place, I believe, for each of the 4 categories. So, just saying, and your first entry in each category is free. So if you do kit bashes or customs or photography or dio pieces, that's your shot to submit and pay for the whole trip.
Dante, Mike,
Can I go to Nashville?
I can't. I'm not that good of a diorama maker. Like I can make things. Like, look, I can make things and give it to you like this. Like I can give you stuff like this, but I can't make.
I'm gonna tell you how to cheat. This is how you cheat. Okay. You got kids.
No.
There's a category for. Well, then you're gonna have to rent one. So like.
Bender style. Yes.
Right. Like you call a friend like, hey man, I like this ain't weird. Like I'm willing to pay a kid $50 to come out like he's my son.
This ain't weird.
Yeah. Like seriously, like this is what happened last year. We had an 18 and under category for across all of it. And so if you were 18 and under, there was a special prize pool. This dad walked in with 3 kids, and they went over to Ish's table. And Ish has like that build-a-figure thing with like Mythic Legions parts, and they all kit bashed a figure and entered into the contest. There were only 3 kids that entered. All that money went to that one family.
So you're saying if I shave the beard, shave the head, put a little hat on.
I will say Renato's in charge of that, so there might be a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah, I can break my legs just enough to be short. Hi, sir. Can I?
But yes, so I mean, if you are in any of those categories, it makes it like a possibility of you walking away with something. And also, we'd have raffles. I don't know because you guys didn't go last year, so like I brought back all my exclusives from Shanghai Winterfest, and then put them in the raffle. And how you get a raffle ticket is if you buy anything from any vendor, they have raffle tickets to give you. And so then you go put your raffle ticket in there, and you have to be present to win. But like it's not a long show. It's not like you have to be there 3 days. And we announced that we tell you the times we're going to announce it. And so like we gave away a lot of toys, a lot of really cool stuff. It was awesome because like we had those Metsy TMT figures. Like I had 2 of those that were from Shanghai Wonderfest, and like people were drooling over those things. Like I thought it was going to be a fight. So yeah.
Dante, you can practice on the Crystal Castle.
Dante's thinking about it.
No, I don't need this in my life. This is why I try to stay in my lane. But then y'all keep pulling me out of my lane and taking the turn offs into different areas that I don't need
Sometimes
to be
you gotta
in.
take that leap, man.
You already have the
Maybe
Elric and the
$300 for me to
figure,
go.
so you're already in the lane.
You could do some live streaming down there and then make it a business expense, Dante.
Yeah.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God, yeah. Hey, Dante, you want business expense that? Sure can. We ain't got no money, but we'll make it happen. Sure.
Hey, you know
want
what?
business funding it.
If you're going, Dante, I might go meet you there.
Oh, look
I'm
at
looking at some
this.
flights here, and they're not direct flights.
If I go down there, I'm only getting a ticket for that day, and I'm flying back the same Friday that night.
Shit.
Flying in Friday, coming back to Saturday.
Really, you're just going in and out that fast, huh?
Exactly.
He said.
That's definitely what she would say too.
Well, you know what? I'm about to. Well, I can't do it right now. I have secret weapons. I can't do it right now, though.
Oof. All right.
What are you doing, Rob? Why are you making dogs properly designed and sculpted and looking badass?
So let's see. Rebecca did the sculpt on the Dane, and Kevin did the sculpt on the armor. Well, wait. Kevin went back over the armor. I think Rebecca did the part of the armor. Yes, she did. I'm sorry. So everyone knows I'm a big fan of Danes. This has been talked about since the beginning. If you've been following Savage Crucible, I like animal companions. I love that about classifieds. I thought that's one of the things they did the best. Is just like, yeah, the Raptor got kind of crazy, but I was like, dude, Cobra would totally freaking try to make Raptors. Like that's totally something that would happen.
Well, I mean, shit, they made Serpentor out of how many types of DNAs? Like,
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, yeah, that's totally something they would try. So we're really excited about this. You know, the Paint Master to the left is absolutely gorgeous. That's based off one of my Danes that's passed away, and the guys had a lot of fun with it. In terms of concept, like we have like these chewed on forearms that you can plug different hands in. You know, then we got like these big like meat chunks and stuff like that, and so there's just a lot of things going on with this figure that we wanted them to be really cool. We wanted them to be majestic, but we also wanted to show the aspect that like these are powerful animals that can tear you apart. So
and can lay down like a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's rad. There you go. That's the one you're saying.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
The fucking gloss on the
I love what's in
nose.
the background, sir. I love that back. I love dogs. But I like bigger animals.
Hey, what we doing with this background stuff? This dragons? What we doing? What we got?
I don't know what's in those boxes back there, man.
Hey, man. Don't fill up.
Play with my emotions.
Yeah. What are you scrolling down for? Scroll back up.
I saw meat, and I was like, "Damn, look at the meat down there."
Yeah,
I love me too, but you know I love some big old Zargavian Rathalos dragons types.
Yeah,
So
like, let's talk about this. I'm not talking about the UPS boxes behind them. What are we talking about? Like,
those are factory boxes. There might be secrets in those boxes. You don't.
I'm sure
That
there
is
are.
true.
You
Actually,
sure
I'll
there
tell
are.
you a whole box for me at Toy Titan, so he's gonna have all my stuff ready in the boxes. Like, hey, you good to go? Like, yeah.
Knowing you probably are bringing prototypes and stuff and just hiding them back there.
There were some secrets in one of those boxes. That is a true statement.
That you accidentally brought on like, or were you wanting somebody to go
I
behind your
literally got a
table to open
box from China the morning of me leaving for this show with a bunch of stuff in it. And like, I didn't even, I had to literally take the box from the UPS guy, take it to my vehicle and leave. And then had to drive all the way. I drove all the way to Augusta. And then when I got to my hotel room, then I could open it. So yeah, there really were.
Exactly. Same trips I ain't never won playing.
The collector says, "I have my VIP for Titan toys. Do you know how many are left?"
I don't, because there's the way the VIP system works. You can buy a ticket and like secure one or both of the exclusives. So you could, if you want to, you can buy one ticket and get both exclusives with your one ticket, or you can just pay for one exclusive. And the reason why we did that is because we realized that not every Savage Crucible fan collects Action Force, and not every Action Force fan collects Savage Crucible, and so we didn't want people to feel like they're forced to buy something they didn't want from that standpoint. And if you don't want the figures, there's a early access for Friday night. It's like cheaper, so but
For the kids contest, what's the age range? Is like 18 and under?
I think it is 18 and under for the kids thing. Yeah.
Dang, the VIP for Titans is only $85.
I'm gonna bring my
Not
son.
even that bad.
Paul, stop it.
It's only $85,
I
Dante.
don't need no more
Well,
convincing, Paul. I
it'll
gotta
be
find a hotel first too.
It's 125 if you add the other exclusive.
Correct.
So
That's right. Yeah.
that's-
So it's 85 if you only get one of the exclusives.
right.
Dante, don't worry. We're gonna enter that contest. I'm gonna bring my son. I'm gonna bring your nephew.
He's gonna bring Franklin.
We can do that. Yo, we can do that.
We got this.
Bring Franklin. I'm like, yo, Franklin, just say you made this, okay? And they'll take pity on you.
Yo.
And you be like, yo, look at I bought it. Look, yay, yo, look at Franklin, my boy. That was uncle, yeah, was Uncle D.
I'm gonna have him in my bag the whole. See, look, there you
Yo, look, bring
bringing
the
them.
beanie cap.
It does say that children 12 and under are free.
It is.
They-
They children 12 and
I'm
under
gonna
are
have him
free.
in my book bag. I'm gonna have his head sticking out the book bag all day. We good.
You gotta make sure you breathe though first. Yeah, you gotta make
Well,
sure.
his head's gonna be sticking out. It'll be all right.
You just got to make sure you say Franklin don't talk much. So
Or no, forget that. Put a mic, like a speaker there. Give a mic to Dante. Have Dante be in a different part of the convention, and
Hi, my name's Franklin.
You having fun, Franklin?
Yeah.
sounds like Stewie from Mad TV or Stu.
Yeah, right. We gonna win, Dante. I got you.
Rob, how you gonna be making dogs look this cool?
Exactly.
Shit,
Just very talented sculptors and painters. That's
your
what I can
team
tell
is
you.
amazing.
They really are.
Now, are you gonna do like different breed? Like, how many breeds do you think you're gonna probably do off? Like, just like kind of like off the first.
You can't ask that question. That's like
I'm
infinite.
just curious.
That's like
I'm not
infinite,
asking for
man.
breeds.
Like-
I'm just asking like how many breeds would you consider like doing the
Look at
first,
this
like as
handsome
a
boy.
first set,
How many colors of a Dane or how many?
or like
Different
like
breed
if, like a
dogs.
rock, like maybe like you thought about, hey, maybe I could do a Rottweiler later on or now.
Yeah, I think like when you Mastiffs, Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Wolves, all those things are on the table. We have other animals already sculpted, ready to go. Like they've been sculpted like a year or two ago.
Jeez.
So it's one of those things like I really
You
like
don't-
those things. They're
You
going
guys
to be
don't
in there.
stop.
Well, we have
Years
it's
ago?
not that we just like you. It's all about momentum, and I think there's a couple of things that people don't understand. There's more than a few things people don't understand about the toy business, but essentially, like it's a very long lead time to get your products to the customer.
Mhm.
And when you're starting out for the average indie toy company, you don't have any money at all. Like and I know that people see these Kickstarter numbers and like, oh my God, what would I do with like hundreds of thousands of dollars? And it's like, that's gone in an instant. Like it is not a lot of money at all.
Putting it back into your idea.
Yeah, that is a fraction of what it actually takes to get something to you. And so what you see is a lot of the guys that are underfunded, it's my opinion, but they're underfunded. And what happens is they lose momentum because they're trying to sell through their stock to try to pay for the next thing. Well, it took them 18 months to 2.5 years to get it to you in the first place. Just the initial people, right? And then they're trying to sell through their stock, and it takes them a year before they can do anything. So they're like 3.5 years in before they can put out like their next thing. They can do a repaint or something, but like it takes every dollar they have. And then unfortunately, people underestimate the costs involved. And so they don't have $100,000 cushion laying around to make up for tariffs, make up for, dramatic increases in oil and things like that. And so you just lose momentum because you can't keep putting figures out. And these big companies can. And then, like you said, every month you're making a choice about what you want to buy and what you can actually afford to buy. And that's part of it. And so you're like, you know what? These guys haven't put anything out in 12 months. Like you lose interest in it because someone else is scratching that need for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really what it is. And so as I learned and my team learned how much time it takes to put a bigger wave out but we can put out single figures so much more quickly. I was like, well, this is asinine. And I'm like, there's no way I would go back to a big wave model. And I know that some people feel like that's me criticizing other companies, and it's not. It's just me learning from my situation, because I'm at a very specific factory and they do things a very specific way. And I'm asking people to understand that I'm adapting to them, not the other way around. It's not how it works.
You're very surgical with your business, which is awesome. Now, KJ Smith is in here. Thunder Down Under, KJ Smith said, Rob, can we get a wiener dog? Or I believe they call it a dash hound.
A
Dachshund. It's pronounced Dachshund. It's German. That's why I know.
He just smacked me across the face. You said it wrong.
It's a Dachshund. I mean, if you never see it pronounced with the word in front of you, you'll never figure it out. Like, it's just never. It's German. That's like, like that's how it works. Like, they just have letters that are there, and you're like, why the hell do you have those letters? I don't understand. It happens in English too. But
yeah, it does.
A dachshund, you never know, dude. I say anything's possible.
Little armored.
I never thought we'd make little rats. I never thought we'd make little rats, but we made little rats. So
an armored wiener dog would be amazing.
It'd be pretty cool.
That would be hilarious. I'd buy it.
So Rob, have you talked about like how the whole idea of the blind box with the Komodos came to be? And would you do the same thing in regards to, like, we're looking at the Danes in regards to like different color schemes like you've done with the Komodos?
So the Komodo thing came out of everybody wanting more Komodos when the deluxe dungeon hit. And then people saying, I bought multiples just so I could have multiple Komodos. And I didn't really think, I personally did not anticipate people wanting multiple Komodos. Like, I thought, like, you get one or two, you're happy. Like, you're good. Like, I love the Komodo ever since, like, McFarlane had like this little dragon dude in one of his figures from, like, I don't know, 30 years ago or whatever. I still have it somewhere around here. And I love those little pieces. I think that just adds so much to your design. So we were talking about, like, well, we could do, instead of doing like a different color Komodo in the next like stand pack, we could just do a blind bag. And I was like, we can just try it. It's not like hugely prohibitive. I'll just see how it goes. It's kind of an experiment. I've already figured out where I made some missteps and how I'd improve the process. Like, we would totally flip the rarities and make like blue one and the white one would have been more common. Like, those would have been like 30% each. And then I would have done the red one would have been like around 20. And then we would have done a glow in the dark one. And added that in there, and that would have been like an 18%, and another like an ultra rare at 2%. And I think that would have made people a lot more happy in the offering. I think
people stabbing each other in the parking lot.
It was pretty intense. I know at IshCon it was pretty intense, but that would have like spread it out a little bit more, and then also that actually would have dropped the price point down to the $10-12 mark, which is where I really wanted it to be. But I made some decisions. Like, I wanted the red one to be the most common because it was besides that rare one, that one is the most expensive to have made. Because it has the UV reactive light, like it has this, like it's got a lot more paint apps on it than the other two. But I wanted, like, the feeling I wanted is like, if you got that one, you were still happy because it was cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I got to get a red one.
Now, so you don't have to give the number on it, but have you been tracking the analytics in regards to the amount of rarities that have been acquired at this point? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know how many are produced. Everything of, like, I don't mind telling people if you want an ultra rare Komodo, you just buy an entire case. There's one in every case.
Okay.
So you're gonna have one for Dante when it gets down to Tennessee.
Look, I appreciate the Komodos, but I'm after what Art's after. We're trying to get the Excalibur sword. That's what we're trying.
Clear red is awesome.
Yes.
Oh, Dante, didn't you know? I already brought some cheeseburgers to a friend, and they accepted my cheeseburgers.
I forgot you got one.
And I got like good. I doubled up on the Flame Axe, Paul got the King Arthur sword, Excalibur. So,
Yeah, I got flame.
we
I got
did a little
the
trade.
flames.
Did a little trade. And he ate my cheeseburgers.
Yeah, we got my
Yeah,
boy here.
now you're going to have two art.
Yeah, see?
Wait, what?
Now you're going to have two.
You're surprising me with one?
I sent out that package today.
I didn't know you were sending me. I will definitely.
I'll tell you what.
dual-wield.
I'll tell you what. If you're getting one from Junkion already, Dante's getting mine.
That's fair, because I was going to say I was going to give it Dante anyway.
Well,
Dante,
well,
you got an Excalibur then.
Make sure it's
thank
there
you.
though before you give yours
Nice.
up.
I got you,
My
Dante.
sanity.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Junkion.
I
You didn't have
just
to do
test my
that.
sanity because it's not there right now. So,
Just-
and there's
Yeah,
stickers.
Don't make me bring out all my boys
Hey,
out here.
guys, I gotta check on something real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Sure.
Oh man. So all right, guys, are we doing this? Are we going to Titan? Are we planning this up? We going Titan? We going to all these stuff? Like
I guess
that's six fucking Savage Crucible figures that we probably want to get.
I'm guessing I'm missing New York Comic Con now.
I mean, it sounds like Titans would be better than New York Comic Con anyway.
But I do like New York Comic Con because I like seeing the artists there. That's what I like going down. to
Oh
artist
yeah.
and I like it. I enjoy meeting new artists and seeing like artists that I know that I haven't talked to in a long time.
Paul showing.
Yeah, but
It's right here for you, Dante.
My man, thank you.
You got to finish up what you're doing, Dante, same as me, and just clear out what you don't want anymore. So that way you have that funds.
I'm trying to do that anyway.
Trying to.
Because I got too much of everything.
Yeah.
Everything I
hey,
don't
you
want.
make that drive, you let me know.
I'm not driving. I'm flying.
Are you gonna fly down?
He just said he was turning right back around.
No, that's right.
He's gonna have the guy sitting there waiting.
Exactly.
But technically, you guys could
Fine.
easily just, all three of you could like carpool it. That's sort of what I did.
Well, yeah.
last
Just
year.
swing by Seattle and grab me.
I mean, I had Paul. Paul flew into Michigan. I picked him up from there. We went and picked up Judd. We all did the road trip down, and
I don't want to drive. That's the problem. I don't feel like driving.
16 hours with Joe.
damn,
Picking your ass up.
Oh,
damn.
I'm gonna get feet stuck on me or some shit. And,
Yep. I'm
Well,
gonna.
now,
Franklin
all
getting
you
in the
guys are
back
going
of
to
the
exit
head.
the vehicle with sleeveless fucking shirts is what you're
No,
going to do.
I paid good money for my sleeves, sir.
I'm gonna let Junkion sit in the front just so I can fuck with him the whole trip too. Go ahead, take that front seat, Junkion. Don't fall asleep. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn. Don't worry, I'll wake you up, Mike. Like, Mike, wake up. Joe's doing something.
After the fact.
Yeah, after the fact, I'm gonna have.
I gotta pay attention. I can't pay attention to both of y'all at the same time.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
smoking.
hey,
Smoke them if you
That's
got
not my
them.
problem.
670, 6742. I can't have any more felonies, Rob, with any parking lot issues.
What?
He says, I have all of them but
Hey,
one.
man.
Trying to partner with someone who is going to Unity.
Gotcha.
The car is going to smell like farts and corn nuts, is what.
It is.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
We got a hunk of meat. We got turkey leg.
Yeah, love that.
Mm.
All right, Mike, you did ask a follow up on that, and was the second part of that question was, will we do blind boxes with the Danes? And the answer is no.
Okay.
The Dane is sort of an expensive figure, and it falls outside of that price point that I'd be comfortable with doing that. I do have a couple of other animals that we're going to try that with that I think will be just as fun and as cool.
Like a well.
But I see that being like a once a year kind of thing, not a keep
Keep
beating
it
people over the
special.
head with kind of thing. Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to what you were saying before about the toy company being smart and learning to adapt and build upon that. So I mean, like things like the blind box and stuff, those are kind of really inventive ways to keep that interest going, like you're saying. So not overusing it is another part that I think you just mentioned here as well. It's not to dip back into that well too many times.
And see, I think people really like the blind bag concept that's in the figure. So like you buy the figure, you know what you're buying, right? Like you know you're buying this figure, that's what you want. And then like the blind bags that are included, that's like little extras.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the little things that you can chase as a collector that fulfills that need of us. And I know that people are like, I don't understand that. I'm like, well, then you've never been out in the woods, because that's like that is all ingrained in every one of us to go after something. Like that is what we do. Like that's you know, this is it's genetics, it's biology, it's whatever you want to call it. So
It's
somebody mentioned.
Yeah. So I you know, I've talked about this before. The third, we're wanting to introduce in the near future a third blind bag potential, meaning that figures could have up to 3 different types of blind bags in them.
Wow.
And that third one is going to be part of an armor set. And so there'll be multiple sets of unique sculpts, just like the weapons are unique. They come out. And so like the armor will be unique. And so like sort of like you're chasing after completing an armor set.
Just like fucking playing a video game.
Yes,
just
exactly.
like it. I just got this Ranger set piece. I got 1 of 4. And if I get the whole set, oh man.
Yep.
You guys are screwed. I'm telling you that.
Oh my God, Rob.
No, we ain't screwed. We're having
No, we're
fun, Joe.
blessed.
Yo, this is awesome.
I mean, it's a great idea. I'm just y'all are going to be late on the rent. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, no, hold on, Joe. If Rob said, "Hey, I got exclusive gold helmet for your Penn State," you'd be like, "Oh, well, I gotta get everybody
I will say that there is a long, extensive list of blind bag items that we are thinking about incorporating into Collegiate Legends figures.
I'm late on my rent this month.
You screwed, Joe. You screwed, Joe.
I'm screwed. Now I'm in.
Joe. Join us, Joe.
You gonna do blind box items on football figures? Explain.
What if they put a Heisman Trophy in there as a blind box? What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Huh?
I'm completing the line. I'm completing the whole line now. Now
we talking like battle damaged armor too, possibly.
Well, there can be there is no limit to what it can be.
Yeah.
And that's why, Rob, that I love you guys as a whole fucking team, because you guys are passionate about it, and you guys just like it's infinite. It's infinite.
It is.
I mean, I never thought that I'd want a turkey leg wrapped with the leather strap, but it looks so good, and it's moist. You know?
It is moist. I mean, but who doesn't want a barbarian with a big ass thing of meat?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
these I'm in love with. I need like 5 of these.
So is that the other thing as well? You've been successful with the stands at this point. Are you looking at other sort of play set features, whether it's going with what you just said there? Say like you design a table and 4 benches. Is that something that is in the playbook of knowledge within Savage Crucible? We haven't talked about that one specifically. We have talked, like, Matt has this beautiful sculpt of a table with like a bag of gold and like coins over it or whatever they used to sell that he sculpted. It was gorgeous. And we talked about how much we want that. But the deluxe stands, we talked about expanding into different terrain, making them where you can pick like 2 different terrains and it makes sense, kind of thing. Okay. And expanding like the plug-in system, like what new things can come to help that. And obviously, if you read the graphic novel, you saw the big tree that kind of incorporates, you can put on a bunch of different stands. And so, yes, we're building that out slowly. I feel like those will be like a once a year kind of thing. Like we introduce a whole new set of pieces that come with it, maybe a new terrain type, that kind of thing.
War table would be rad.
Look, there's like crow cages. There's like, tortures. What's the one that stretches people?
The whole torture chamber
there's
stuff.
There's Iron Maidens. There's all kinds of stuff. Like you could go so many different directions with this. Like
and all your blood in the future is it's all gonna be just like the last drop. Like they're all gonna look wet and. I'm just gonna give you my card. I'm just gonna give you a bank account, Rob.
Take my money.
I mean, jeez. Especially look at this knight.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, we're gonna show a fully fucking armored out knight. And
I told you I need 6 of them.
I will tell you guys that if you didn't catch it on another podcast, or Nikki didn't catch Nikki, this is mold injected plastic, and that is factory paint.
Ooh.
That is not a paint master.
So this is a lot further along. That's
Yes.
lovely.
To put it in perspective, like those chainmail arms were tooled way back when we tooled Elric.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Wow,
So-
that could arrive in the fall.
Oh.
Yes, in Tennessee.
The detail in the armor, it's just
It looks good.
It looks even better in person, and that's the stuff. Like
Believe it.
it's just like the Drevarthi. Like you don't get the nuance of the blood being wet like it is, like where it's drying, until you see it like in person. But like same thing with his armor. Like this armor looks even more impressive in person.
Buy your tickets, Dante.
Next thing I know, I'm gonna get text message from all y'all like, "Hey, Doc, did you get my figure? Did Rob tell you to get home my figure for me?"
Yeah.
Damn right.
Well, that's how you pay for the trip, Dante. You ransom it back.
There you go.
and then you're doing some naked army builders, huh? Or like customizers. Are these like human slates?
They're not slates. They're more equivalent to what we call savages. We're calling these primals. So they will have shading on the skin. And so, because it's just a basic plastic figure has a little bit too much gloss to it. And so like I don't really, the average person that's going to buy these is probably going to do kit batching, not necessarily customizing and painting on them. Some people will, clearly, but not everybody. So you wanted to come out with a figure I felt like that was, the more people that it appeals to, the better off you are from a business standpoint. So so there'll be a little bit closer to that savage mentality in terms of paint apps. Doesn't show it on this one, but like the shins and the forearms both are like what's the word, slip-ons. So you can have, this will be the first figure with bare calves. And so if you so want bare calves, and they come with there's 2 new head sculpts for the dark version. There's 2 new head sculpts for the light version, and each one of those versions has their own unique weapon, a different sword. And so the irony is like we sculpted this head for this, and the guys over the factory surprised me with this blue version because they were trying to convince me to make it. I never asked for it. There was never a conversation about it. It just showed up, and I was just kind of laughing because there was like, oh, they made Keldor or something. And I was like,
Yeah, it looks like Keldor.
I was like, that head sculpt had nothing to do with it. This was something that somebody else totally dreamed up, and I was just like, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the But I wasn't crazy about the idea, but then like when we as a team, when we really started talking about it, like, well, you can make Incans, you can make Icemen, you can make Undead, you can make your freaking, if you think Death Dealer's blue, the skin is blue in that Frazetta painting, like there's like all kinds of stuff that you can do with it. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So
And you know what? That's the first thing I remember. I told Paul, I was like, that's Keldor. Straight up, that's like, yeah, that's your Keldor. You can make Keldor off of that. That's the first thing I saw off the blue when I seen the blue.
Yep. I just want the blue guy.
Yeah, I do love the blue guy.
I just want the blue guy. It's so great.
I want all. You know what? Actually, like Rob just sold me on all of these now. These new ones, because the blue ones I can use with my Thor as ice.
The Jotuns.
Jotunheimers. This one,
Rob, this is badass.
thank you. So this was a Rob Post special.
This is like straight up. I just got done slaying a raid, and this is all my end game gear.
Exactly. This is Crimson Desert gear.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I will say that axe doesn't come with him. That goes with one of the other figures that was on the table. But he comes with this like really, I think it's at his feet. It's like a really badass club with like spikes coming out of it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, look at that other head.
That head sculpt is sick.
Now that head, that Kevin sculpted that head in the very beginning to come as the alternate head for Jaeger.
What? Really?
Because we originally were like, alternate heads should be like we had this idea of like, well, an alternate head should be like an entirely different character, right? Like something just dramatically different, like a whole 180. And yeah, if you didn't know, I am a Diablo fan. So
Yeah,
I
Diablo's.
can tell.
yeah. I came up with the concept for this. Kevin executed it amazingly from a sculpt point. Of course, Kevin adds his own soul into everything he does. And then we were like, me and Dave were shooting around the idea of like how to incorporate more chainmail into certain things. And in the original design, he had plastic chainmail piece coming over here that I think that Kevin did. I think that was originally Kevin's idea. And then I was like, man, it'd be really awesome if we could figure out a way to make that like real metal. Like that would be completely rock and roll. And it all came together. I will say this guy has UV reactive aspects that haven't been shown that make it even crazier.
Oh, man.
And then the backstory that Matt and Gordon have been working on for this guy, I love it. I do love it. Like those two skulls have meaning and they are brutal.
Wow.
That's that's rad. I like his. I don't even know if that's armor or if that's like a curse or something piercing through his. I don't know what that is, but it's awesome. Yeah, it is. And see, and that's the great thing. You play Diablo. You've played Diablo since 1 and all that stuff. Like first time I had you on, you were telling me that Diablo was your thing, and it's like I love that you can be like, dude, this is something I wish I could have had in Diablo, and you could just like make it into a figure.
I love Skyrim, and this is
just wait till we start showing our socketed swords that you can put different sockets in.
Oh,
Jesus!
Why? What we?
Hey, I've said it before, and this just rings true.
I guess I should just purge half of my collection and just open it up for Savage Crucible. To be honest,
at this point, I can't collect anything else. Like Legends, Monster Force, and Savage Crucible at this point.
Like
I'll try to budget an Acid Rain somewhere, but I don't think it's going to make the budget this year.
I'm good with my one Acid Rain. I'm good with that one, but Savage Crucible, articulation wise, detail, the uniqueness, the like. Every time you're releasing stuff, Rob, it's like its own unique piece. It feels like, and to think I started with meeting you at the Maryland Toy Expo. Yes. I picked up 2 figures, 2 of the Lizardmen, and I was like, I'm just gonna, pick up a couple. I gotta see what these are about. Being a toy review and everything. I was like, I gotta get my hands on and give my opinion.
Yeah.
And next, I have all of them, and I'm like, I have all. Who thought I needed all these Lizardmen? And then it's just like, it's just because your guys' work is just phenomenal. And it's like anybody in the chat, you can call me a shill or whatnot, but it's like I'm looking at it not only from a collector's point of view, but from an artist's point of view. And, it's beautiful art, man. Like the paintwork, the sculpt work, just your guys' heart and soul and blood is like in these figures, and I can see it.
We are definitely a passionate team. And I think that's what makes this line a little bit different, is that there's so many voices that you start to really get like cool mashups, cool ideas, like things like an idea would be really cool, and someone says, oh, what about like this little thing, that makes it a little bit cooler, and then someone says, oh, well, if I take that and we add this, it makes it a little bit cooler. And like it's really like a culmination of like, it's not like one person coming up with all these great ideas, it's like multiple people making all the ideas better.
Right.
You've done that.
The way you guys bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. It's just like hanging out with friends. I used to hang out with a bunch of my friends. We'd all just be drawing and stuff. We'd be like, oh, what do you think of this? Oh, it'd be cool if you did this. And it'd just be like everybody just mashing all these ideas. And
well, we were at ZoloCon, and so like I flew Nick and Kevin in from Germany, and I called it New England, from England, and we're sitting there, and I was like, oh, like someone asked like, what would have you done different? And I was like, well, I probably would have given like Como like a helmet or a mask or something, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I think an Oni mask would have been awesome. And then Nick goes and sculpts an Oni mask, and like Tim 3D prints it, and they're like, this is awesome Oni mask for Como now. And I'm like, 3 years ago.
So when is that dropping? Are we?
We'll see.
I love Como's look though. Like
I do too.
He's just like every time I see him, I'm like enemy mines. I'm like that's just
He
what it
is
reminds
very
me
much
of.
enemy mine. Yep, I agree with that.
And I love it. And his sword is still one of the coolest freaking swords.
It is.
It's.
I agree.
But yeah, like this is just awesome. Yeah, this was like the last of the slides that I had to end on just because it's just like, fuck, like this is Savage Crucible right here, Have him carrying somebody's head with one of those the head attachments that you have, or
Well, what I like is like, yeah, that's a great idea. I also like that you can take these two heads and you can go put it on the Dravarthi and it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
The red skull with the bloody hand printed body. Yeah,
or vice versa. You can take that head from the Dravarthi and you can put it over here and it'll look just as rock and roll. So
there is an axe I want to sculpt and it looks amazing. I don't know if you ever read the comic Barbaric. It's a great comic. I just started reading it this week on the train, and it's a talking axe with one side is like the blade, and the
Owen,
other side is
I'm very familiar with Owen, and I know that his axe gets drunk on blood and Soren and steel, and so yes, they're released by Vault Comics. They just got picked up by Netflix.
Oh, I didn't know that. I missed that one.
For Barbaric, and I love the character. I agree, he's savage as hell, and you never know, man.
So he's talking very open-ended right now.
That was like deciphered.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, yo,
he did this last time. Everything he was just like, you never know. You never know. Who's to say?
That's a good thing because,
happens.
like, if you like I'm telling you, like, the comic is really amazing. It really is. Like, I need to get the other volumes now to catch up because it's like this is a good story. Like, I've never seen a axe that gets drunk off of blood, and the whole backstory of how he got that way, it's just wild. But it's a good story.
To spoil it for everybody else, like the axe talks, but Owen the Barbarian talks to the axe, but most people they don't realize that the axe is living and can talk to him. The average person thinks he's just a crazy barbarian talking to his axe.
They can't hear it.
And so then, like,
except for one person.
Yeah, well, Soren can hear it because she's like a magic user, but so like that's the female protagonist in the story, but also he's cursed that he has to do the right thing, and so this axe that loves blood is basically like his version of a conscience that tells him who he gets to kill and who he doesn't get to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Right, and so like it's wild, like it's just wild. Like there's this, and like the Soren, like there's like great storytelling. It's funny. I love how Soren has like the tattoos that come off of her. Like that's just a brilliant, like if you get into like, there's a one shot where there's like 3 females. There's another magic user and she has like different symbols on her body that comes off. So like that, I won't spoil that for you, but really it's just a great property in itself. So if you're into that kind of stuff, guys, you should definitely look into it, especially the Netflix series coming up, which I have high hopes for being really great. In about a year and a half or 2 years, probably everybody will know who Barbaric and who Owen is. And but yeah.
Hopefully they don't cancel it after like 5 episodes like they like to do.
You know what? As much as I like Netflix, I just don't like how they make everything into a show because I don't want to sit there for like 5 different episodes. If you make it into a movie, I'm happy. Like, okay. Like they did what's the one comic they did where they were immortal? I forget the name of it now. With Charlize Theron in it. I forget the name.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It has 2 movies to it.
Right.
Yeah.
The Guard, Old Guard, or something. Is
Old
that
Guard,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Old Guard. Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It was a one-off movie. Cool. I'm cool. Don't have to worry about waiting for like another 2 years for the series to come out. Oh, you want us to make part 2? Fine. I think my attention span has just dropped so much. It's like I just need a movie and I'm good.
Yeah, like I like Blue Eye Samurai. Like I thought Blue Eye Samurai was great.
Blue Eye Samurai
that
was
was
good.
good.
Really
Yeah, I
good.
heard that was really good.
Yeah,
was
now
really
they are making a sequel to it, per se. But like, I like stories that are like we've had this conversation. Like 12 episodes, it's a season, but it's a self-contained story. Like if you can't, this is and there's different thoughts on this, but like if you can watch any season and it be its own thing and you're okay, like you can just drop into season 3 and watch it and you're good. I like that concept. Like that tells you that there's like some really
Like
it doesn't
True
mean that-
Detective.
right. Like so that's True Detective is a great example. Although the first season was just
The
off
best
the charts.
one.
It's the best one.
Watch,
It's
the,
the best
watch the
one.
first season and then you're good.
Yeah.
Like it just, but it's because it was so like if you went with like season 2 first, and season 3, then season 1, you'd be like, oh my god, these are getting so like better, you know. But it's just like because of the stories and the turns and twists, right? So like, so I don't know, but yeah, no, I'm with you. I understand where you're coming from. I am a little worried about the industry, the movie making industry, through the consolidation. And like, you know, I've talked about this before, like how these 2 big companies have pretty much bought up like 90% of all the IPs, and they have no interest in letting anybody do anything with them until they want to do something with them, which may not be ever. And so, but at the same time, that sort of stranglehold on stuff does create the opportunity for smaller people to skyrocket with new concepts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an original idea,
right.
you know. And I feel like remakes upon remakes, it just gets old.
I agree.
It's been old. It's been old. At this point, I hate when every other day you see this movie being brought back for like the 3rd time in a different iteration, and it's like, bro, let it go. Like, there's so many movies now where I see or trailers I see, and I'm just like, please don't ruin it, and then they ruin it, and it's like,
It's like we're gonna make a movie all in AI. We're gonna remake it, but it's done by AI.
Yo, but and that too, like I see like on the news that they were going to start putting this AI actress into movies. I'm like, yo, this is getting crazy now. But I think with the remakes, on the remake side, everybody wants to make it into a comedy. It's like 21 Jump Street, a comedy. Like that wasn't a comedy when it was on TV. That was like serious. Like you need, like there's certain movies you need to be serious. Green Hornet, when they did that, it was a comedy. I'm like, no, just make it serious. Like you don't have to make every remake a comedy, like have like super comedy element to it.
But Danny McBride is mentioning he's written a G.I. Joe movie,
which I kind of have faith in it. I have to see more from what he's going to put into it. Like I have to see like how it's going to play out.
The bar's not that high.
It also depends whenever someone's like, oh, I wrote a G.I. Joe movie. Well, yeah, but the studios get involved.
Exactly. And that's the problem.
Gets involved and
director. Like, yeah, once
everybody gets their fingers into it and then
it gets chopped up.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, so with all that, we're touching on nostalgia. And Rob, you had on another stream where someone was saying that nostalgia could be a killer in regards to just toy lines or media like we're talking about here. And you kind of pushed back on that. Can you kind of expound on your thoughts on that with nostalgia once again?
So nostalgia only dies as that age group dies out.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
There's still nostalgia. It's just being replaced with somebody else's nostalgia. So you know, and it goes back to like if you're a toy company, you're following trends, or you should be.
We're gonna have a Skibbity Toilet Savage Crucible.
Right.
oh,
So, but
that's where I
same,
get off. That's
but so it's just kind of interesting. So, you know, like, yeah, we're all going to pass away and no one's going to care about Motu unless a bunch of kids went out and saw a movie with their dad and they loved it and it caught their attention. But it's gonna take more than one movie, right? It needs something else to elevate it. And I don't know that it'll ever be the same version that we were instilled with, except for you, Joe. So, but like, you know, we all went home after school on the weekdays and watched cartoons, and those were just 30-minute commercials back to back to back to back, and we loved them. But they were also fun, and they also taught us things, and it also gave us like moral compass and like taught us right from wrong and things like that. But like, people didn't understand how it was for us as kids going home and nobody was there. You know, like you opened the fridge and pulled something out if you wanted it, if your mother allowed you to do it, because there's some of us that had moms that you did not pull stuff out of the fridge till she got home. And you know, today people would be like, "What do you mean you walked home from school by yourself and let yourself in? You had a key,
latchkey kid."
Yeah, that's the reality that we lived in, and so we had this like 2 hours of cartoons, hour and a half of cartoons, and that's just in the afternoon. I mean, remember like when you would try to get up early for your, like if a cartoon was playing in the morning that you wanted to watch, right?
There's a YouTube series.
Oh yeah,
there's a YouTube series, cartoon and cereal or something on that about it.
Yeah, no, it was a big deal. But no, it's going back to nostalgia. Like, there's always going to be nostalgia. It's whether or not it's nostalgia that you like. So, like, when I went out to DFW, I was surprised by the number of booths that were selling 12-inch GI Joes, and I was just like, I could see a booth selling 12-inch Joes. I'm like, how many guys are still collecting 12-inch Joes, right? And there was a younger guy in his 30s who was collecting 12-inch Joes, which I thought was fascinating. I'm not trying to belittle him or anything, but it was really interesting because he was just talking about how he was building on something that his father enjoyed, and like he enjoys it. And it's like there's still people that do model trains, but it's a much smaller industry.
Or diecast.
Right. Yes, exactly. So I just think that nostalgia is always there. It's whether or not you want to tap into it. I would say that, like, going back to the blind box to tie this in, what's been really interesting for us at the last two shows that we had blind boxes was the number of kids that came to our booth excited because blind boxes to them are everything. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
blind box figures are like the new big craze for like any collector now.
They're buying those steam buns. Those little jelly steam bun things.
Going crazy over those
mini blinds. Yep.
Wait, what is that?
These are little blind bag things.
They're in the mini blinds, the spears that you
mini
see
brands,
at
and
Walmart.
they do art.
Yeah, they do art.
They do
There's
art. They actually have a record player that you can buy.
I got it.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, you
Art's got it. Yeah.
Little record player. And then with the crate full of records.
Yep. And then the little sheet, checkoff sheet.
Yep.
So
I didn't know they were doing freaking art. Now I got to go.
Yeah.
Target, man, $7.99.
Yeah, go get some 12-inch, some 112 scale art.
And I saw you got
Where'd you find it?
O'Keefe, was it? Or was it Van Gogh that you had, Junkyard?
I have the Vitruvian Man, and then Van Gogh, and whoever did the Ocean.
I don't remember a dolphin being in it, though.
Is it Nakos? I don't remember.
I don't remember at Walmart. I saw somebody say Walmart.
No,
you say
I haven't
Amazon, Walmart.
Amazon.
But
What's it called? What do you call it again?
They're mini brands.
mini brands.
Yeah.
So I went in a Discord group and that shows that tells about freebies, but I swore I don't know if it was that brand, but it was like you get a $10, like if you sign up for the website, you get a $10 off coupon, and then you can use it on the website to buy stuff. So, and but it had like the mini hot dogs and the stuff like that.
They do have there's like food that you can make, desserts. There's like baby. They have some that are like babies and like different colored swaddles and baby carriages. Like that thing has exploded. Like the whole like blind bag concept. Like there's a whole row in Walmart and Target now of just like multiples of that stuff. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
the boo-boos or whatever too. Like those.
Oh, my granddaughter has multiple Labubu's.
oh yeah, no, on my first trip to China, I brought back a lot of Labubus because they were everywhere over there. Like, because they have like they had Labubu shops. Like we're just now starting to get Labubu shops, but everywhere in Hong Kong there was a literal official Labubu shop.
They're getting Beanie Baby level and then some.
SavageCrystal.com. Rob in a bed full of Labubus just covered all over me. Just
it was. No, dude, you have no idea. Like the dumplings, you know that they're special edition Hello Kitty exclusive dumplings at San Diego Comic-Con.
What?
Yes.
There's rubber things with like liquid in it. Like,
guess what I have to do when I go to San Diego Comic-Con?
Dumplings.
I get a dumpling.
You know you will be.
What?
Yep. Got to.
If you get this, I want to see a picture of you holding that dumpling, Rob.
I've got no problem. I do what I'm told. Like when it comes to that, you know, like, let's be honest.
Sorry, so real quick, yeah. So if you sign up, you get a toy for any toy for under $10 there, and then you get a $10 off coupon. 1,000 points gets you $10 off. So you basically use the 1,000 points to get an item for free.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So we can all get a free mini brand ball.
Yeah, it's called MGA Shop Miniverse.
Huh.
But like they got the Harry Potter potions.
I saw
Yeah,
the potions that you
for
can
my
build
birthday.
a school, or it's the classroom, the potions classroom, and I saw it at Ross. It was like $20, and you could build the potions class.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah, Judd got me the record and a couple of the balls for my birthday, and he got me one of the Taco Bell ones.
Junkion,
get your head out of the gutter. But he got a Taco Bell one, and I'm gonna have
today, so.
I'm gonna have my lady end up doing that one because each thing has a little pouch of individual ingredients to make a freaking burrito, and you got to roll it up in it, and it's like you're making your own burrito and using the resin and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's nuts.
I have the potions. I have a couple of the potions ones.
That sounds like a lot of work. Not all of it.
That's if you do the resin one. Not all of them are resin though.
They're great. They're almost 1/12 scale. They're a little bit off, but they still work.
But we've been got almost 2.5 hours. We've been gobbling up your time, Rob. Jeez.
Sorry, Rob.
Oh, I like talking to you guys. It's fun. Like this is fun.
Yeah, but I just don't want to eat up all your time. Be like, because we can get into some rants and rambles.
Well, no. Has there been something in one of the Facebook groups or community things that you see that just kind of you sit back and go, holy crap, that's freaking awesome. Like I was looking through one of the groups here and someone put an LED light in Elric's shield.
Yep.
A little puck light. It looks freaking wild.
People make amazing things. Like, and that's, you know, like we have two different, like I don't actually have any control over it, but there's a buy, sell, trade group. And we tell people like, if you want to sell stuff, just go over there and sell stuff because we don't want the group to turn into nothing but sales posts of people like doing third party stuff.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it. Like I tell people like, that looks amazing. Please go post it over in the BST group. Like that's where it needs to be. And there are a lot of talented people. The majority of people on the team are people that were with me at MAFC when we were doing custom parts for like Mythic Legions. And like those people were talented sculptors, talented painters, talented designers. And so there are a lot of talented people in the group. I mean, you look at Kevin DeLise and those sculpts that he does, which are amazing. You know, you go back 10 years, he couldn't digitally sculpt anything. All right. And here he is putting out some of the best sculpts in indie toys. Like it's just amazing. Like, so when you want to do something and you put the time and the effort into it, you will get better. It's not like Kevin came out being an amazing artist. He's an amazing person, but like to get to the amazing part, like took a lot of work and time. And I think that's what people don't realize. So like, even when you're like start out painting and you're screwing up, like you're still getting better. So so I strongly encourage that because you're going to come up with something that no one else does. And you're like, man, that looks amazing.
Hell yeah.
Because that sort of goes like even video games where people are like, oh, I'm not good at video games. I can't play. It's like, you know, well, you want to play these games and die a bunch because you'll get better. And you want to play against people that are going to mop the floor with you because you're going to get better. And it's just, you keep going with it. But,
Whatever, nerd.
Your ticket to Titans is now revoked, Paul.
you know what, Paul? You know, we'll just do that for you.
Damn.
It's a brutal world, people. It's brutal.
No, Rob, how has and I don't even know if you've even talked. How's AI affected?
So I'll be honest. Like, we use AI for different things. We have this discussion a lot internally because I employ a lot of artists. Like, there are a lot of artists on the team. So it's the irony of attacking a company that employs artists versus a company that doesn't ever employ artists is kind of hysterical to me. But that's neither here nor there. I will say that in the right context, AI is very powerful and very useful and very additive. And it is more additive to a small business than it is to a very large business, because it allows you to leverage things. And so, like, you use AI for analytics, for like just SWOT analysis, things that are totally completely outside anything artistically related. And it adds an incredible amount of analytical skills to your team that you solely are usually relying on you or two other people to do, right? For instance, you can put in, it'll analyze an entire YouTube video and tell you the strengths and weaknesses of that entire podcast, what was talked about, summarize it for you, and tell you how to improve your show.
Yep. I used it.
Yeah.
Constantly.
So,
well, shit.
So there are a lot of very great positive things in that for people. I think the thing that everyone focuses on from a toy perspective is art. And they're like, you cost someone a job. I'm like, well, if I was never going to pay them, I didn't cost anybody a job.
Yeah, I mean, you had that infamous football post that just had its own virality.
I almost made a YouTube short over that picture because I didn't want to get banned because I saw it on Instagram, and at first I thought it was the funniest thing in the world because it was literally like our Savage crew's gone, Collegiate Legends is taking over, and it's like a Savage person teaching a Collegiate Legends figure. I thought it was the funniest shit. And then you go in the comments and people are like, I'm blocking this group. I'm unsubscribing. I'll never buy a figure from this place again. I'm like, because of this AI picture, like I wanted to just like shut up. Like it's one picture of, it's supposed to be funny. Like I forgot what person it was in like the Savage universe, but just teaching a college football player stuff about like being a Savage. Like it was just funny to me. I was dying laughing when I saw it. And then like to see the huge uproar about it, like people were talking like, again, like I'm selling all my figures and I'm completely out on Savage Crucible. I was like, this is like part of the reason the toy community is a bunch of, not everybody.
Well, but Joey, this AI, I mean, like the train's left the station.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Joe, you're still young. You don't know about it yet, but everybody has an opinion, just like everybody has an asshole.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta let the asshole talk for himself and make a fool of himself.
There you go.
Like me, I just see it, I scroll on by. There's a lot of stuff I want to be commenting on, but you know what? I'm like, it'll take 2 seconds for me to close this and scroll on by to something else that I'm going to enjoy.
I didn't comment. I almost did, but I didn't comment.
See,
I let it go.
And now you're the better man for it.
I don't feel like it. I really don't feel like it.
Don't feed into it.
So bad.
You see, that's what they want. They want the engagement. They're like, you ever watch WWE with what was his name?
I like how you picked the mic up for this too.
Right.
Yeah. This is like the Ty McFarlane talk because I can't stand Ty. You know how much I hate that man. But it's Ryback. His name was Ryback. He's like, feed me more. That's what they want. Anytime they be like, you know what? I'm not buying anything. That's what they want. They want you to feed into it. They want you to comment on it. So like, yeah, I got them now. Come on, feed me more of that nonsense.
That kills like you're you're getting out on figures for what? Like,
but let them take the time to look stupid. That's the thing. Let them look stupid on the internet because they're the same people who play tough on the keyboard. And when you see them face to face, and guess what they do? You know what?
Hi, Mr. Rob Poster. Hi.
Exactly. I love your figures. Oh my God, it's the best thing on earth. But they'll get right back on that computer. Man, I don't like this. What you doing?
I talked to Mr. Post at the convention, and he didn't look me in the face because he knew I was, man.
Exactly. They'll make up some story to make them try and make themselves look good. So let them lie themselves. They're just talking to a mirror. They're just talking to themselves in the mirror. And like Michael Jackson said, what did Michael Jackson say? You got to start with the man in the mirror.
I just didn't want like it to be like Savage Crucible has banned you. I'd be like, man, I was like, whatever. Like, that's all I didn't want. Like,
let them dig their own hole. Let them dig their own hole. Let them dig their own grave. Because they're going to get buried in their own stuff. And then they're like, well, why did I? I got banned. Well, what did you do? Well, I talked some shit. Well, there you go. There you go. Look at what you did.
I talk shit.
Like what they say. What they say in school? Cause and effect. Because you did this, the effect was you got banned.
Exactly. It's like y'all are tripping.
People forget the simplest and easiest stuff. If you don't like it, scroll on by. Or maybe you should just go ahead and close the app, put down your phone, and go play with your family and talk to them. If you have a family.
Don't have nothing nice to say. Don't say anything at all.
Like Rob said, like you stole somebody's job. Like this was stealing somebody's job. Like this, an artist lost out on thousands of dollars because you did that. Like, really? Like, come on, man. Like,
but I'll say this. Matt O'Toole is a great person to talk to about this because he's been in the movie industry since the 90s. And like he saw like the advent of using digital effects, like dramatically taking over stuff, like to the point that it was taking over practical effects, which was what he was doing, right? And then you got into digital sculpting. It was one thing to do practical like digital effects, but like you still had that costume. Well, what if the design is now done digitally instead of like traditional sculpts, right? So like you took away jobs from traditional sculptors by creating digital sculpting.
So like that, just need to learn digital sculpting and then
correct. And that's just it keeps it. Some jobs will die out. Like film processing did die out because of digital, and so that does happen. I mean, horses don't come into town anymore. There's still laws on the books in certain states in their constitution about you can't have a horse in town after sundown or whatever, but that's not really applicable anymore. So that was a thing, and times change, and it's not that you're costing somebody else a job. What you're normally doing is you're creating the opportunity for somebody else to come along. And so when you think about the idea of you have this great idea, this great concept, like you can come up with this great character, but you don't know how to draw. But you can sit there and you can type out all these different details into something, and then it's just like talking to an artist, only you get to refine it yourself. And you telling me that's not artistic?
Prompt engineering is its own art form right now.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot to be said for the concept of AI companies taking visual art and programming it into their model and that putting out something. So the fact that you can put out something and say, hey, I want this to be hardcore Frank Frazetta. And it's the closest thing you'll ever see someone doing like a Frazetta painting. You're like, damn, that does look like Frank painted that. Like it's got the same tone and everything. And that's not cool. I agree with that. Like you're definitely ripping someone's style, but that's an individual choice, not something to condemn an entire new technology. So, I mean, AI is a joke because AI, there's nothing artificial or intelligent about it. It's simply just a different interface that incorporates multiple tools at once. You could still get the same effect if you had to go to 6 different places. You could still get the same image. And what I mean by that is like ChatGPT Claude all those things are simply just an interface of programming that's pulling from multiple different databases that already exist. All right, it's just a very fancy term right now. That's all it is.
It's not.
God help us from the day that it is actually intelligent. So
right.
Either we'll become human batteries, or we'll be fighting T-800s.
You start talking to Gemini Nice. Tell you that much.
I do tell Alexa to shut up a lot and not in the nice way.
You're gonna be the first one.
dude,
know.
you're dead. You're so dead.
You're
No,
done.
I think Siri would have me protected, possibly, maybe.
You probably called Siri a bitch too. I'm sure you did.
Siri's like the dumb blonde.
You remember the Flight of the Conchords? They had a song about that.
Yeah.
Why are the humans all dead?
I don't agree with anything they're saying. I need you to
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Exactly. I'm about to talk to ChatGPT real nice tonight.
Hey, Siri.
Oh, baby, I didn't mean it.
They can never replace you.
It's
Oh my
funny. It
goodness.
takes more power to say
Arthur
thank
makes
you
fun of you.
for you to say thank you to ChatGPT than you typing out whatever you're trying to prompt out.
Really?
Yeah, they say when you say thank you to it and it says you're welcome, that generates more, like, I don't know, like more electricity and more power on its end just to do that. I'm like, wow. So me saying thank you, make sure they're not going to, tap me first. Okay.
I don't
a
believe
data
that.
center for thank yous.
I do not believe that metric at all.
I don't believe it either, but I'm just like, yo, how is me saying thank you like draw more power? But I'm like,
Because
okay.
a chat, there's all these chat bots and all these websites that are for free.
They're not used
They
to
can't-
be.
they'll
not
say
used to
thank you to
gratitude,
you.
sir.
Yeah, so like that just doesn't track. Like they're probably saying that this data center collects this and it does so many processes, and then they're backing into it, and that's not an actual calculus. Gotta be. There's just no way, because responding and saying you're welcome to someone saying thank you is definitely a chat bot thing that's been around for 15 plus years.
Right.
Did Furbies do it? Furbies and Tamagotchis or whatever, those that little tiny technology.
Yeah, and those things were both creepy as fuck.
Furby, don't get your hair caught first.
But I hear you, and so like those are legitimate concerns. But I'm kind of like, but I also go back to like, you don't like, why is Teflon still a thing? Like, why is red dye number 6 still a thing? Can't have it in lipstick, but you can have it in food. Like banned in every other continent on the country in the world, but not here. Like
makes too much money. Why take rid of it?
Or like when you buy a water
tastes
bottle,
good.
it says BPH free.
right, exactly, yeah. So I mean, there's plenty of like that doesn't discount that, but I mean, I'm just saying like I think it's just the new cool thing to talk about, to be upset about, whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's still legitimate concerns with it, rightfully so. Environmentally, it does have the potential to drastically change the economy in ways that would be very hurtful to a lot of people. So those are all legitimate things to talk about and to raise concern about. But attacking some small end business or attacking somebody running an Instagram page because they did one picture is humorous to me.
Yeah, it's not like you're selling it to them like, hey, you want to buy this AI picture? Like, hey,
Right.
sell it to you. We
I
just
want
use
you
it
to have
for
a
fun.
car to drive, not a car to hit someone with.
Exactly. I got a putt. I got a golf. I got a neat Dodge Neon, sir. You better leave me alone. Gets me to 8 points.
I bet you get good gas mileage.
No, I'm a tall guy. I'm a 6-foot guy in a 5-foot purpose car.
Well, I don't know.
Seeing your head all out the window.
Oh man.
There's a lot of other
Clown
cars
car.
you could have bought, Dante. I don't know.
Fair enough.
That's wild. That was the cheapest in my price range. $20 is what got me that car.
I haven't even seen a damn Dodge Neon on the road in 10 years.
You don't need to. Okay, let me tell you something. I drove that in driver's ed, and it was the worst driver's ed car I ever been in. My knees were hurting after that.
Probably where they got AI from, used the parts from Dodge
My
Neon.
wife is 4'11", and she had a Dodge Neon. So
She could fit in it. I can't fit. You can't fit a 6-foot person. Like the seat went. Clunk. Like, why does it
Crashed
stop?
it, so I don't know.
The seat just stops at a certain point. It doesn't go back all the way. Like, you can't go back. Like, you'll kill whoever. If somebody has big knees behind you, you're done. You get an accident, they're done.
I
They
can't
got
even
no
get in
knees.
one. Honestly, it'd be like a clown car.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I barely got into it. They were like, "Yo, like,
I wouldn't even
I
try.
don't know what to tell you." They told me like, "You guys suck it up." I'm like, "Yo, suck it up." I'm on the highway and I'm driving this death machine. Okay, cool. All right.
It's like I'm driving my coffin.
I'm gonna be crunched up. Everybody else gonna walk out, and I'm gonna be the only one crunched up. Like,
Let me start this car up.
10-hour drive, Dante. 10-hour drive.
10-hour drive in a Dodge Neon.
All right, so are you guys coming or not?
Oh,
yeah, I'll be there.
look at that.
Oh,
We talk about Titan or which one? All of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I'll
Unity's easy. It's in Jersey. I'm in Jersey.
Yeah.
say I'm driving up Saturday just for Unity. So
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. I think going to both's cool. I think that's the whole fun of it. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
We going to both
yeah,
like
both.
Titan and Unity?
Well, first I gotta go to Legion's Con and go get my Monster Force figures, so y'all can say I bought up all the Monster Force figures, and then I go to Unity and buy up all the Harvinger figures, so y'all can say I bought up all the Savage Crucible figures. So, so I get blamed for all of it.
And you'll be sniffling and she'll be like, I'm sick. Cough all
Yeah.
over your figures. and
Look.
shit. You're like,
At least,
nobody's.
at least I was like, we got Monster Force. I'm making this rain, shine, snow, whatever, sick, half dead. Wheel me in my bed, put me in a wheelchair or whatever, put some IV into me. I'm getting my Monster Force figures. I'm sorry.
nice. Bill's a good guy. I really like Monster Force. I like Bill a lot. Which is ironic because I talked to Bobby too, and people think like I can't be friends with two different people that may not like each other.
all right. You open this door, so I'm gonna.
This man's
Step
waiting.
right into it.
Have you gotten that much shit for being around Bobby Valla now?
Yeah.
It boggles my flipping mind. It really does. Like,
Toy
dressed up
makers are
like
a very
something.
sensitive bunch. I can tell you that. Not fans. We're talking about the makers, the creators, the owners of the companies. It is. I won't call it a unique industry from that perspective, but it does feel overly sensitive. From my perspective.
all right, I'm viewing it as coming from the community of adult collectors themselves, but just I can't go back and see how many comments, like looking at your streams. Well, why is this guy going to talk about this? Or when you went on 3POA, that just people are losing their ever loving minds. And you don't have to like everyone. No one has to. I don't like a lot of people at times. I barely tolerate, never
Us.
mind.
Really?
No, but
Yeah. I look at it from my perspective. Like, I look at the entirety of my lifetime and how many times I've said something stupid or mean or hurtful, whether I meant it or didn't mean it, or what my motivation was for it. And I have always done something wrong at some point in my life. Like, that's always happened. It's who I am. I'm human. I just, do I believe that certain people are inherently bad or seem to be? Yes, they have crossed a threshold and they are just not people that I would want in my life or want to talk to or associate with. Like, they are just bad news on multiple levels. And that's those people exist. I think that for the most part, the things that are happening with indie toy companies are not really related to anything factual or substantial or anything that actually matters. It's a lot of like, I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of artists and they seem to be more emotional or something. I don't know. We talk about it sometimes in groups, like when we get together at shows, like creators. Like, I'm like, I don't understand why like this is business. Like you should be able to go to any show. Why does it matter if so and so else is at a show, right? That doesn't. I'll go anywhere. I don't care. Like who's at the show. I'm there for my fans. Like not my fans personally, but for the fans. And that's the most important thing is like getting out and engaging with the fan base, hearing what they like, hearing what they don't like. That's what makes us better. Truly. And I don't care who's in a showroom with me. I will never care. You can put me next to anybody. I tell people all the time, like, that does not bother me. But yes, I have gotten shit for that, for who I talk to or go on a show with. People have gotten shit for having me on their show as well.
Oh, no, what are you going to do to my channel, Rob? You didn't tell me this before I invite them.
So it's a weird industry from my perspective. I mean, Holly talks to me about it, asks me questions. She's like, I don't understand. Cause like there's stuff like that we clearly don't talk about on the show. And I'm like, how can someone have that kind of response in that situation? And I'm like, hell if I know. All we're trying to do is help, and they just don't want it to their entire detriment. They don't want the help. And you're just like, cool, man. No worries. I'll sleep fine. I did my part. Yeah. So.
And what's wrong with a little bit of healthy competition amongst fellow creators where you can motivate other people to start thinking outside of their box that they've been in for so long, and like can spark them to be like, hey, maybe we should try to do this or implement this, or look at a prime example, Bobby, and like what he did to the classified line, like how he sparked some competition up there, and
he
made some changes.
He did.
There's no denying that. Like nobody can say that it didn't happen.
Yep. He definitely made them better. I feel like, and directly or indirectly or whatever, like that happens. I laugh because the US based companies seem to really focus on the US companies, and I'm like, you guys don't understand the amount of innovation that is happening with Chinese toy companies right now. Yeah. Like,
they're making better stuff.
they are making some really, like, that's why I talk about like Shanghai Wonderfest. Like, I'm like, we go, like I said this before, like you go to a US show and there's like 10 indie toy companies, like, oh my God, this is amazing. You go to Shanghai Wonderfest, there's like 80 to 100 tiny companies.
I look at that stuff on Instagram all the time. I follow them and everything Wonderfest. I always see there's so many different things, and I'm like, I would go broke over there. So quick. Oh my gosh. Everything that's like Medi or Maestro Union or every other variant that's like looks similar or whatever, but there's so much shit that comes out. I'm just like, I'm so happy, but it kind of sucks that it's not here, but I'm kind of happy it's not here because I'd go broke. I'd sell all this shit in a minute. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
Rob brought up 5K earlier in the show, and I can imagine like what you're just saying. Like that's just the tip of the iceberg that we see on this end, versus what you actually see walking through there. That.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on like 5K's one, but then you have like Bomb Busby and Gundamit, and it's just pages upon pages upon pages. I have to like close those pages because like I'll put in pre-orders like all day, and I'm like, nah, I can't. There's too much that I want. Like it's dangerous.
What's crazy is the quality that's coming out of there, and just like the sculpt work, and it's like why buy something here? Why buy Marvel Legends when I can pay a little bit extra for an import, and then you're getting all of that they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's the company that does the wolves that actually put one of your Varnox on it for their shots?
That's Fish Toys. That's who we partnered with on the Warhorse. Yeah. Death Dealer's Warhorse. The body's made. It's based off of yeah. That's a Fish Toys. Like, and that guy's a fan of Savage Crucible. Like, I met him at Shanghai Wonderfest. And like he's pulling out his phone and he's showing me his collection of my figures in his bedroom. He goes, I don't stop playing with these. These are so much fun, I'm like, and then I go to another booth and the guy's like realizes who I am, and he's like doing the same thing, and I'm just like, I'm at their booth, and their booth is amazing. Okay, and they're talking about my toys, and I'm like, Well, I'm hearing about yours.
So you're saying the Labubu guy is a Savage fan?
No. But I can tell you, yeah, definitely Fish Toys. Like, no, there's a lot of different creators that definitely do appreciate Savage in China, which is awesome. But what they appreciate is, and these guys are artists too, they just appreciate something new, something innovative, like those ideas. That's what they want to talk about. Like, they're really excited. Because they have, like, once again, the culture is different. Like, taking someone else's idea is not treated as theft the same way it is here in America.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that same effect, like on like preventing you. So they look at it as like, oh, I'm going to take this person's idea and I'm going to make it better, and that's how it gets better and better and better and better. And like, that's what they do. So like Dark Crown, like I got their 2-pack last year when I was there. That's an amazing set. I don't, like magnetic, like metal plates, magnetic feet, magnetic parts, like face plates, like die-cast weapons. Like, those figures are nice, soft goods. Like, those were really nice figures. Loved them. And like, it's just one of those things. Like, they're doing some really awesome stuff. I wish everybody could go, but it's like a lottery system on getting tickets, and it's halfway around the world or whatever. But going back to Mike's question, yes, I get crap all the time for a lot of stuff. I get crap for being successful. I get crap because we put stuff out. Like,
you're surprised by that? Why?
I was surprised that somebody would be angry that you're successful. Like,
Why?
Well,
you call it a hater?
Green with envy.
People being haters.
Yeah, I mean, because there's if you ever get a chance, look up like finite mentality versus like infinite mentality. And if you have a finite mentality, meaning that you think everything is scarce, basically you lose friends, you lose innovation, you lose everything in the end with a finite mentality. It's the people that have the infinite mentality, meaning the universe is infinite. This resource might go away, but it will change with something else. Those people collaborate, they build bridges, they grow, they get bigger. It doesn't die. And so when you have a finite mentality, everything is an enemy instead of an opportunity. So that's fundamentally the difference. And I'm sure, well, you guys have a nicer crew because some of the other shows, people pop in the comments and like, what's with this arrogant asshole? And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, you don't know me at all.
We're we try to be, collect what you like, and
exactly.
Just be cool with whatever. I mean, we get critical. There's stuff that we don't like, or we get kind of like, snitty about, but it's just a lot of it too is we're joking, and we're just like, we're not really seriously trying to like ruin people's lives.
Sure. And it's like, I think when like a great example is like Funko Pops. Do I collect Funko Pops? No. Do I see their appeal? Yeah, I certainly did see their appeal the first time I got the Groot glow in the dark in that freaking those boxes that you used to scribe. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Because it was like my first one. I was like, that's cool. This is like what, 15, 20 years
ago.
Oh,
the loot crates. You're talking about loot crates.
Yeah. But like, I don't collect them. I don't have a problem with anybody that does collect them. Like, that's fine. Like, it's like Pokemon cards. I don't play Pokemon. It wasn't my thing. I don't collect the cards, but I totally get it because I was totally into Marvel cards. I was totally into fantasy cards, totally into baseball cards when I was a kid. So like, so I tell people, like, you do what you want and don't apologize for it. If you like a certain brand and that's what you're into, then dude, that's you. And like, don't worry about the rest of this jazz. Like, it really is just noise in the machine. And I don't know. Like, I look at everybody and I go, what are they doing right so that I can copy it and make it better? That's how I look at it. Like, show me the way. Please teach me something so I don't have to learn it the hard way. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. So with that being said, what innovations have you seen? What's the next step for action figures? How do you get the next point of articulation? you know, from 27 points right now that we've had for so long. What's the next thing? What have you been seeing from overseas and such?
I'll tell you what. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you exactly what our next step is with ours. Like, I absolutely love our elbows. I think our elbows are amazing. I love how it's hidden. It goes with the sculpt. It looks beautiful. It gives you a great range of motion. The next step is making the bicep have a void in it and making it in a slightly softer material, so that then you can do the whole flex and push it further and it'll go. Because right now the reason why it won't go is because it hits another hard surface. So you make that where it's not as hard, it'll work. And there are figures in the market in China that have this ability. And so it's taking that concept, like that's an example of like how we're going to grow. You can have like on our Knights, it's going to have it, and our Snakemen have it. There's, you know, it has the barbell at the top, but at the bottom of the base, the neck, it moves too. Now, it's just like this figure, and this is not me, you know, this is just me learning from somebody else, but like that neck cut looks horrible to me as a collector. Like, I don't like that. Like it, like in this sort of like what would you call it, iteration, like I don't think it really offers a whole lot to this because of the way they designed it. I think when it's designed well, it offers something, but it's like, okay, just because their execution this isn't Big Bad Workshop, somebody else's sculpt, but like just because the execution wasn't great doesn't mean you can't make it better. And so what you can do is, if you want to hide this cut, well, then you have pieces that you put over it. So visually you don't see the cut, but you still get all the articulation. And so like, that's an example of like how you take someone's concept and you improve it. Like that's what you do. So I don't know. Things like that I think are important. I think it goes back to tastes. Yeah, you can have really expensive figures. I think this is where China gets things wrong, is they think of us as like super rich Americans, and so they overprice everything. They also like to like go crazy and like make it the best without any consideration to cost. And I think there's limitations to that and their understanding of our culture for the most part. And so I think when they start to understand at the price points they need to be to hit the volumes at the right level, that's when you'll start to see people really start complaining about the influence of Chinese toy companies. When that will eventually happen. And that's not me like being like scared of Chinese companies. I'm just telling you, like, that's where innovation is. You don't see innovation in toy companies coming out of Canada. You don't see it coming out of Turkey. Like the places that you saw it was in Japan in the 80s, right? The 70s and 80s, they were going gangbusters all the way through the 90s with all their technology. But that has shifted over now to like China is the next like innovator in that space. And so that's where I see that a lot of the innovation coming. Doesn't mean it can't be somebody from a different country that comes up with something radically new, but like that's where I see it, because it's poised for it. But I see things like that. I see things like, and this has just happened in any industry, things that are innovative in toys right now have existed for a long time. The material that what we switched to POK from POM, that's been around for like 40 years. It's not new. It's just new to toys.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's about taking something that's already proven and then applying it to a new space. And that's what happens. And so like with certain mold injection techniques, like you hear about this like 5D tooling or whatever, you're like, what do they do? Enter like space time or something? Like what is 5D? You know, like,
Yeah.
There's only 3 dimensions, guys. And it's just, that's a marketing ploy. But that doesn't, like when you actually see and compare, like I have pictures, like we did the new Collegiate Legend helmet that we have was tooled that way. And the parting lines and the depth that you can achieve with that new updated tooling concept is much deeper, much more angular, and adds some things to it. And it makes the parting lines even smaller. And it's really beautiful. But to the average fan, you don't know that you will never know unless you held them up to each other and you know that these are improvements. Now, when you imagine an entire figure that maximizes that potential from like the striation of muscles, whatever, on each little body part, and you put it all together, then you look at this figure and be like, damn, it's not the sculpt. It was literally the tooling and the sculptor understanding how to maximize the full potential of this new technology that is now being applied in toys. And that's what you're waiting for from that perspective. But those are all my opinions, not facts.
Appreciate your opinions.
So sorry that I put anybody to sleep.
No, I mean,
No.
that's fucking knowledge bombs.
Yeah,
Wow.
giving us some in-depth knowledge and shit. Appreciate it.
So I'll just tell you that most indie toy companies in America do not go to China. They do not visit factories. They don't visit like other factories outside. That's not a common occurrence. It's very uncommon. I think it's a mistake, personally, on a multitude of different levels. And I talk about this publicly, but no one seems to really take it to heart. So, that's why I go every year. I think it's really important. I learn more and more every time I go, and I build better relationships with everybody, and I meet new people and network. And people ask me about China a lot, about my visits there, and I'll tell you that the people are incredibly nice. They really are like really nice people overall. It's like being in the South, but on steroids.
Oh, wow.
Like, okay, like it's just people are generally like they're not like. That doesn't mean there's not bad people in China. There's bad people everywhere that are going to try to hurt you or steal from you or whatever. Like that exists. But the fundamental difference is you're in Hong Kong at 3 a.m. and women are walking around by themselves because they're not even worried about someone hurting.
They feel safe.
Like they're safe, bottom line. And I'm not saying that doesn't come with certain drawbacks in other areas. I'm just saying like, so when your mindset is that much different, it allows for a lot of infinite growth. All right. And so to put it in perspective, a lot of the toy factories, not all of them, but some of them, they actually play in a league.
What?
Yes. Like they'll play on the same team. And quote, they're competitors, but they're out there playing basketball together in their spare time. Okay. Like, so just
that's cool as hell.
Right. So like that's just like it's a different like mind or a different what's the word I'm looking for? Mindset. It's a different mindset. So I don't know. Like I try to stay positive. It is hard. Your competition can make it hard, rumors make it hard, your fans can make it hard. And it's not that they go into the mindset of making it hard, it's just that you're trying to listen to people, and then sometimes the criticism that comes back is not helpful and it's actually detrimental to a brand. So like I've seen brands, like people trash a brand before they even get started. And it's like, how, like, what did that person do to you that made you want to go trash their brand? And like, you're just killing an opportunity. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Right. Because if you think about it, if you're just new to something, or you're not really, you see something, but like you see this one person trashing it, you're like, oh, like Dante said, I scroll on, but I read it, but I didn't do my research and found out that that guy's like a complete troll. His argument wasn't legitimate at all. And so that's where those people kind of thrive. Like, I think there's like this one guy that was calling me a Nazi and a clown and all this stuff in private messages, and then gets on my Kickstarter and gets online. And he's like, oh, this guy is stealing your money, and like just going on like this hysterical stuff. Right. Never mind the fact that I can still sue you, but if you had anything worth me actually trying to go after, but that's like, you're already broke, so I'm not going to.
This sounds like a guy that I got into it with.
Yeah, so I don't, it's just one of those things. Like, I try to focus as much as I can on helping people and just being a better person and not taking the low road. And I fail sometimes, but I think some people enjoy it in terms of like trying to hurt other people and put them down. I think it does give them some sense of worth. And I get more sad for them than actually angry.
That's just people's like. That's like their what is it? Their raison d'etre. Like that's like their reason for living. It's like they're bashing shit. Like why? Being negative at any chance they get. Like how do you bash a toy company before they even come out? Like doesn't even make sense to me. Like
it's the same people.
Good.
Just real quick, just the same people who bash movies. Like when they see the first trailer or the first game, they'll be like, "Oh, well, this looks like trash," and like you just seen one trailer. Like it's the same people who do the same on the same line.
Like you could look at a render or whatever of a figure, you can look at it and be like, okay, maybe it's not your cup of tea, maybe it's not what you like, whatever, that's fine. Like, but for you to sit up here and before anything's ever physically in your hand, it's still an idea that can get changed and manipulated 1,000 times before it ever gets to you. You see one picture and you're like, this is trash. This whole toy company's trash. It's never gonna work. Like, really? Like, I don't. And then it's like I don't see you trying anything different. I don't see you trying. You just sit here and you make it your business to go be negative towards other people that are actually actively putting their thoughts into physical form because that's their enjoyment. Like,
or it's funny seeing the people that do that talking, but then behind them is like all the figures from that company that they're shitting on. It's like I'm confused. Like you're telling me this is shitty and stuff, but you just spent money on it, and then you have a shelf full. It's confusing.
It's just interesting, and it's definitely a study in human behavior. But
yeah, I don't get that. If you don't like something, why are you buying it? Like
because it's easier to hate on something that you bought. Like yeah.
I'm not gonna spend my money on something I don't want that I don't like. Just
exactly. You see, you have common sense. Sometimes common sense has not kicked into these people's lives.
Well,
sometimes
right, I always tell people common sense ain't so common. So you're right.
Exactly. Everybody ain't got it. Like everybody be going on TikTok, making like 30 parts TikTok stories about somebody that they live with. And I could care less about your living situation. Why don't you just go get a job? How about that?
Right?
Still living out your life. Look, I understand. Look, I like art too. I like 3D printing all the time, but I can't stay home and do it because 3D printing don't pay my mortgage.
Right.
I can't. If I could 3D print me a home and put it somewhere, yeah, I would love to do that, but I can't. I don't have that option. I gotta go out here and go to work. Gotta go get this bread, so I can collect these mini children of mine to have in this house. And
the plastic men's.
Exactly. They don't eat, but they sure take up my money.
Shit, it should make no sense to me, man. That's why I'm like, I don't have a actual line that I'm like a full on collect every single thing. Like, I mean, there's lines that I like. The closest I am is Jada, it's because it's like Street Fighter. Like, I love that line. Those are cool. I love those figures. But like other shit like that, like even with your line, Rob, I love your line. I have 3, 4, 5 of the figures of them, but I don't have every single one. And it's like I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like, oh, I bought Naraka because everybody else bought it, and I don't really like it, and I don't really want to have it, but because everybody else got it, so now I can go online and I can talk about how I really don't really care for the figure, but motherfucker, you spent $60 on it. Why?
They already done got your money. They got your money.
Like, yeah, like
they won in the end. They won in the end.
Like, come on.
I will say this. Now, Rob, I do want to give you your kudos where it is well deserved because I didn't get into the Kickstarter, but I was like, all right, I seen everybody having the lizards. I was like, the Lemurians. I was like, all right, they look kind of cool. So I was like, let me buy 2. Bought the 2, and I seen everybody was like, yeah, the feet are not great. Like the toes are kind of loose. I was like, all right. I was like, my toes are kind of loose, but they're not really like that bad. Like I can one of them. I think one had like really loose toes on it. But the next thing I know, I was like, I'm seeing like, what's this package coming from? Package. I'm like, why am I? Are they sending me something free or something? I guess no. It's replacement feet. I was like, wow, that's cool. I was like, all right, now I'm kind of sold. Like, and I'll say that. And I said the same thing about Skeletron. Like, I didn't say anything. I said to him, as Zolakon, I was like, look, I bought one of your figures from your website. The leg popped off. I'm not making a big deal out of it. I was like, but I still like your figures.
Yeah.
They actually gave me one. Like I was not expecting that, but that's what sells. Like if you have good customer service, you make it right. If I have an issue, I have no problem with that. Big Bad Toy Store now has a customer for life because they made it right. Because something they didn't have to fix wasn't on them, but they fixed it. Your company went out of the way of fixing, the feet on them. They say, hey, here's a free pair of feet, no extra charge. And that's what I like, and that's what makes me sold on you guys now, on Monster Force, on Skeletron. Those like the service that's provided. If I have an issue, and I don't complain. Like these guys can tell you, like they never see me jump into anybody's comments or complain about anything. I don't any complaints.
McFarland.
Well,
that's not complaining.
I will clown people on McFarland all day because Todd McFarland is robbing people every day of their life, and people just don't know. But I'm not going to.
I know.
Figure. Bring up the Kratos figure. That's all I want to say.
Hey, Wonder Woman and Poison Ivy sold out everywhere.
Yeah, because people are like, we never got Wonder Woman. But he's like, what did Ty say? People
don't bigger hair now on my figure.
Y'all ragging on that man.
He's still living in the 90s. He's still living in the 90s. He's still thinking it's like 1990 on up. He's still thinking he's living in the Image time. He's like, Image is big. Spawn's still big. I'll make my movie. Son, your day is come and gone.
Hey.
He's been working on that new Spawn movie forever.
Exactly. Forever. You know it's going to be a Kickstarter. It's going to be like Legend of the White Dragon. It's going to be a Kickstarter. It's going to take 6 years for it to be seen by people. Legend of White Dragon is finally going to be coming out in August. I'm sorry,
I'm not going to be
out as it is. That movie should have been out, and the Kickstarter people haven't even gotten to see the movie. That's how bad the Kickstarter folks who gave the money up have not seen the movie, but they're going to see it with everybody else in the theater. That's ridiculous.
I wish you would complain sometimes.
those are two complaints I had. Those are the only two complaints I had. I'm not going to blast it out on social media. Like
sure.
I don't do that. That's not me. If it's an issue, I'm like, I can't work there. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'll just email and see what happens. If doesn't happen, it happens.
Now, if Rob responds with a big middle finger image when you say, hey, there's something going on with this.
Right. I just like, you know what? Maybe it was my fault for emailing. I shouldn't have emailed it. My bad, Rob.
It takes a lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It does. Like you have to really. There's
That's
you guys
that's
suck.
right there.
Yeah, no, it takes a lot to for us to ban somebody. So if they've been banned, they did something. They did more than one thing. I tell you that.
But yeah, kudos to you, Rob. Like to
Thank
the
you.
team. Like that was really I really wasn't expecting that, but I appreciate it.
We try to make constant improvements, and because there's things that can be improved. So it doesn't happen overnight, and you just got to keep trucking along. And that's why I tell people the reissues is really just about, I want to look forward. I don't want to look backwards.
So,
Dig it. Hey, man. I was in that group when all the shit with Elric. I was reading all those comments.
You got Joe ready to fight people for you.
I'm telling you, yo, if you need somebody to jump, Rob, I'll jump. Just
that day, that Friday, I was
just don't ban me.
Exactly. That Friday was hilarious because I was like, me and Paul were just like, I was on my phone, like, all right, 9 o'clock's here. Like, I think it was 9 or 10 o'clock, and I was like, all right, I'm on phone, like, oh, Eric's here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm done. Got him.
Yeah.
And I was like, and Eric was like, I don't know who brought him up. It was going in like 5 seconds. I was on there, brother. I was sweating hard. I'm like,
why do you
get a promo on, dude? Like, why are you doing this? It's not even that.
So I'm gonna tell you a secret. There are people that checked out with Elric and a different figure. They were able to go in and click 2 figures and still get out. Like I'm just
I didn't even try to get Elric that time. I went and I got Brynjar and I got Naraka, and I had no problems. And all I saw was just like, "What did you do? This in-store sales garbage." I'm like, "Whoa."
Yep. There's bots. There's this. There's that.
Yeah,
We did it intentionally. We misled people. We lied.
God reached down and took it out of my cart.
You forgot the most fundamental. You forgot the most fundamental thing. People don't know the difference between AM and PM.
PM. Oh
Yes.
God, that was rough.
Oh my
Ray was
God, I
having
feel bad for Renato.
Yeah, because he was getting blitzed that morning. Like, because like this is the pet peeve about my team. Like, this is the part that like really sucks for them. So not on individual ways to contact us, but just through ways that we at that point had set up. Like, you could message Instagram, you could message the business Facebook, you could go post in the Facebook group. There was a chat function on the website. There was a email form on the website. You could email us directly. Like, I think there was like 9 or 10 ways that you could message us. And so in those instances, people like to message you through 4 or 5, all within a 10-minute period.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm sure they were
And
sitting there with their computer at their phone.
they expect you to respond within minutes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're gonna do it again. And so like I've seen this where like on like 9:45 on a Saturday night, my phone in my pocket is vibrating like someone's having a great time. And it's somebody having a meltdown about how we won't respond to them on a Saturday night at 9:30. And they've reached out through us through multiple people. Then they start messaging team members in their private Facebook messengers or their private Instagram accounts. And then they won't message one person, they'll message 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like,
don't ever hire me for your company, Rob, because I
well,
wish
I'm just
All right, first off, Rob has standards, okay? Rob has standards.
He requires sleeves, Joe.
I'm to the point where it's made some people just want to like quit. They're just like, I'm tired of this. Like, I don't want to be a part of this. Like, this is stupid. Like, these people are assholes. And it's like, I think people misconstrue how much time that you have just sucked out of our company by doing something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot of work. And so like, you know, like they'll be trying to message and like and we kind of got to the point where I told people like, you got to stop. Like, you just have to hit the ignore, block, whatever, because they'll never stop. They're vampires. They'll suck every last drop out of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't care. They're selfish. And so, you know, it's like, we have it all the time. Like, well, someone will place an order 36 hours later. Why hasn't this shipped? Where did you get the understanding that it would ship within 36 hours?
Did you not read where it says it will take
Right.
days?
No,
And it's hysterical. And then like sometimes it will ship. And they're like, well, it hasn't got here yet. I'm like, I have no control over the postal service or FedEx or UPS. Like,
You don't overnight everybody's packages? How could you?
even if you overnight, look, I've had overnights get lost. Okay, like
You
I'm
know,
just
hand deliver them.
Yeah, Rob, why didn't you get in your car and bring it to me with a coffee and a donut?
right. But there's always people like that. But you got to remember, like, that's not the vast majority of the people.
Right.
That's like a subset, a very, very niche subset of people with completely unrealistic expectations. We've had to call the police before to go check on people. True story. Because our lawyer, our legal counsel was, you have to call, report this, and have someone go check on this person, because we're not clear if they're threatening their own life, our life, or someone they live with. Because
Or
that's
toys.
how crazy.
Because of
it
their
gets.
Elric figure?
Nah, this wasn't Elric. This was a whole nother thing. Like,
Oh, okay.
and like, you'll have people that go get on the group that try to sell their figures,
Oh.
and then they'll turn around and claim through a bank chargeback, they'll contact their credit card company and say, no, I never got this. And then the credit card company takes the money away from us. Then we have to dispute it. And then we have to send them images of where this guy was trying to we have the UPS or whatever tracking it shows it's delivered. Then we have the post where they're trying to sell the figures.
Wow.
Like, and that's more expensive to me in time than the actual figures were ever worth.
Yeah,
Right.
you're just wasting
Yeah.
that energy. Yeah.
So that's the thing that I don't think anyone ever talks about, and like most people will never get to because we've been on it for like 3 hours and 20 minutes. But like those are the parts that people don't understand, and that's why like you start to get kind of jaded. Like you don't want to respond anymore. You don't want to interact. You don't want that fun. Like it hurts. It sucks. Like, and like these are people that you sometimes will meet at conventions, and like we talk about how like people will come into the line and they'll just be like all in 100% crazy cheerleader, really, and just like screaming to the rooftops. And we know in 2 weeks, those guys are going to hate us because those guys are like super up and then like super down. And like, it's just something that you start to notice these like sort of trends. And like any hobby, it doesn't matter. It's toys, gun collecting, knives, hunting, fishing, anything, crocheting. The people that can become the most hardcore usually have issues that they're dealing with on a mental level, psychological level, that they need help with through multiple fronts. Like they just need it. And sometimes they don't have the support network. They don't have a family. They don't have anyone that's like, here's a great example. Like guys, like I talk about physical touch. Men desperately need physical touch. Like you have to touch things. Like people need to touch you. Like that's you. Like you'll start taking really long hot showers and really long hot baths to try to get that emotional need. Well, there are people that are in our hobby and lots of other hobbies that have nobody for years. And like the damage that does to you is huge, right? And so it's not that they're a bad person. They just haven't had the help that they've needed in those situations. And so you try to have mercy for them in pity and understanding. You're never going to get an apology. You're never going to get anything, but you just know that their life is not going well. And my life does go well. Every day my life is really good. Now, there's been parts of my life that have sucked royally. Like you don't get to go in the military and go to war and your life not suck. Like that's just how it works. But every day my life is good. Like I have drama and all that kind of stuff, like normal stressors. But at the end of the day, like, man, I eat good food. I can sleep in a really nice bed. I got a great dog. I got people in my life that love me. Like I get touched, like, you know, like all that stuff. And so there are people that don't, and they're just screaming out the best way they know how. So that's the part that I just try to have a lot of pity for and, you know, understand. But it's weird and it's time consuming, and it does bring the whole joy down of making toys at certain moments.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy stuff that you got to deal with. From you want to be like, you want to be something to provide them, you know, good feelings, and sometimes you just can't.
I think almost all of us here could probably say that we've dealt with some of that with just in some of the toy groups in general, like the collectors. We've all experienced it. And it is. Yeah.
It's well, like you say, it's not even collectors. Like you've seen it at Comic Cons, like the people who drag around, like you see them like have like a ton of comics, and you can tell like this is what they live for. They don't have they don't have anybody. You look at them like, tag on, like I feel bad. Like this is what is going on in their life, and you feel bad for them. Like, but you can tell, like you can see, like I said, with like different artists, like the way they talk to the artists is like this is their only connection. This is who they have the connection with, and this is who they feel like they can relate with on a personal basis. Mm-hmm. And you're kind of like, everybody's like, why is this dude taking up so much time? Because this is their one time that they're out of the house and get to do what they love to do.
Yeah. This art,
what
this
it means
comic,
to be a fan
this toy has kept them alive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
gave him that glimmer of hope.
Exactly.
I've been like that with Rob Liefeld and his feet.
He never
Well,
I mean,
stands.
the lack thereof.
It's an interesting
Exactly.
conversation because, like, you look at it and there's this guy who is this absolute collecting. Are we talking toys? What is Glass is talking about? I guess he's referring to me, or is he talking to Mike? I don't know which guy with glasses are you referring to.
But I think Janine nailed all of it.
Yeah.
You put it in perspective. Like, here you go. There you go.
Right.
It is definitely these are all things that we all have to deal with, whether we're fans or we're making the toys, and it's important to talk about, and not entirely, but a little bit. And just to give everybody perspective, because we try, but like just like anybody else on the team, every individual has a certain limit that they can tolerate and put up with. And then you compound that with their own personal things that are going on, because like we have so many team members. Well, with that many team members, people are dying, bad things are happening in their life. Some people are getting laid off. Like some people might be having family problems. Like there's a whole lot of stuff going on behind the scenes for like each individual team member, right? It's life. And then you've got some person being completely unreasonable, reaching out to them on a personal way, and you're asking them not to lose their shit.
Any one of us could be Michael Douglas in that one bad day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Falling down.
Falling down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just wanted that sandwich. I
didn't know where we were going with that one.
Falling down
yeah.
is
You wouldn't know that
It was probably
movie.
like an 80s movie or something.
It's a movie you should watch.
You should watch it. It's basically a guy he breaks. Like that's all. It's just one day of him, like from the moment like leading up to him breaking, and then everything that transpires after that. Like that's.
I think it came out 3 years before Joe was born.
Joe, how old are you really? I don't, if you don't mind.
34.
No, I think he was.
92? Was it 92?
I think he was born actually, but
7 months old.
Yeah, you shouldn't have watched it unless you were like watching some old movie when you're 16 or something.
1993.
Hold on.
He used to get put to sleep by falling down.
Hold on. Wait, Rob. I got.
Explains
now,
quite a bit.
back in the 80s, the parents were like, you watch that Radar movie? Come on. You want to go see it?
I watched RoboCop and Predator in the movie theater.
Well, I saw
Radar movies when we were supposed to see. The parents taking it like, come on, you want to go see aliens? Come on, you want to go see aliens?
Exactly. I watched a man get his hands blown off and his dick. And I'm like 8 or 7, okay? Like, do you understand?
I watched it on VHS. It was rented for me.
I saw RoboCop on VHS too, I believe, when I was like 5-6 years
7.
old.
I
That movie was
was
great.
around 7 or 8.
That movie was awesome. I didn't think it was a horror. Like I don't know if that's not horror, but like I know it's very graphic. But I just thought it was cool.
At that time, that was graphic as heck.
Which
I
one?
just always thought it was dope. Like, I was like, this is a good ass movie. Like,
Yeah.
It was a good ass movie.
yeah.
It was amazing. It really was. Don't know if the 7-year-olds will be watching it, but it was amazing.
Yeah. Well.
Falling Down came out February 26, 1993, just so you know.
Oh, it was a 90s movie, not an 80s movie.
So,
Yeah, it was definitely nice.
I saw it in the movie theater. I was like 12.
I was 2.
Dude, I was younger. I was at the movie Black Rain. Is that what it was?
Oh, Black Rain's great.
Oh, yeah.
Not familiar.
That whole motorcycle katana. I was like, dude, I want to crotch rocket the katana right now. Just to.
Michael Douglas just being a shit in Japan. Just
yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Disrespecting everyone.
But let's wind this down. We're at 3.5 hours, which is way longer than I wanted to take Rob's time.
Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, sorry. It's our fault.
So
No, it's not. I'm long-winded, guys. Long-winded.
no, I'm okay with it, but I'm like, man, I was like, people have to eat, bathroom, sleep, stuff like
I'm
that.
the
I don't
only
want
person.
to,
Like we still going, but
I mean, I'm the same
Well,
way.
Joe,
but
you ain't got no sleep, so you ain't got.
I don't run the show. I don't run the show.
But
You over there got the moon. You got the sun
Junkion-
over there bright as I don't know
Junkion's
what.
phone died.
Oh,
That's
thank
I said, that's
God.
my cue, Rob. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Junkion. I
And
appreciate
then
it, Mike.
Oh,
we
he's
got
not
a
coming back.
new
Awesome.
Stroud Lau. It says, Rob, my hero. When are we getting those nights?
Stay
They'll
tuned.
be at your
Stay
doorstep
tuned.
tomorrow.
Stay tuned, or go back and watch when we had a picture of him up, and he sprinkled some little hidden gems in there.
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to email Rob, and then I'm going to message him on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Exactly.
I'll get the answer somehow. I'm going to be at midnight too.
I'm just gonna call him. I'll be like,
Yeah.
Rob,
Dante, when you're done, tell me when you're done so I can message him next.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, smoke signals, Western Union, Telegram.
Do you
Exactly.
accept carrier pigeons, or is that no?
That's how Customs is. I've just been working, so having this play in the background has been fun. Well, thank you for sticking around the whole stream, man.
Thank you, Death Owl Customs.
Right? Is he making?
Come
are you
back
making
every
a custom
week.
right now? That's what I want to know. I'm about to look him up on Instagram. Maybe he has an Instagram. He has custom work.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he has a cool little owl logo. It says Death Owl Customs.
Yeah, he's in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, so
Canadian
we're like
brother.
neighbors.
Oh, you know him.
I'm in Michigan now, so I'm right there.
I know, not you know, like the Canadians. A lot of like Canadians, they're always nice to me. They always got a.
My great grandmother was Canadian.
Was she?
Mhm. Yeah,
She
north
probably nice
of she lived north of Minnesota.
Okay. You know who else is great Canadian? Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh Jesus!
A real Canadian hero.
But for everybody that's been watching or tuning in just now, all the Savage Crucible, all the links are down in the description. I have that all prepared, like almost like a week in advance. It feels like, but we're gonna let everybody not turn into pumpkins live, But Rob, it's definitely been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure when you're on, just talking about figures and just having that conversation. I feel like you should write a book called, Rob Savage Life. Then you can give all your wisdom, because it's just you have a lot of knowledge, man, and it's good.
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, do it, Rob. Who's to say?
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
We'll see what happens. We'll see where life takes me. He's gonna drop another knowledge bomb.
Right.
What he's gonna do. Oh my God.
There are strict instructions on what's supposed to happen upon my death, and it's basically delete everything. and burn
Hear
it.
my history.
Yeah.
Death Owl makes 3D sculpts for Savage Crucible. Nice.
Oh no!
Oh, sick.
Oh, thank
Definitely
you.
See,
gotta
told
check
you.
it out.
I like those Canadians.
Thank you for your service, Death Owl.
And yeah, just like Junkie has to smash that thumbs up button, hit that hype. But
Awesome.
you guys can find all Rob's information that you should be able to Instagram, website, all that stuff's down in the description. I'm sure he'll be on at another time in the future, and always a pleasure. Dark Joker can be found on Infinity Equation every Friday night.
Oh wait! Whoa!
Yeah,
Don't lie to
Every
people.
Friday night.
Depending
And,
on when I'm done.
Every Friday night.
Every Friday night. And then you can go on Instagram and follow him there. Joey
Right.
Collects. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. Let's get him to 1K subscribers. And his cartoon and serial is such a great series that he does. It's very unique. And I just feel like nobody else is out there doing it. And he also hits conventions, toy shops, and shows all that stuff when he's out. So make sure you go check out Joey Collects. He's on Instagram as well. And Paul Big Bear Hughes, he's on Instagram, doesn't do shit. So he just comes out when I play the dragon flute, and he'll just come out of the water and he comes on the stream. So
Only bears.
is there anything last you want to say, Rob, or anything like that?
Come see us at Titans. Come see us at Toy Unity. Introduce yourself.
Yes. Get some really badass figures.
I'm gonna have to email you or text you or something, Rob, because I got to get you on Cartoons and Serial. Talk to you about
man.
nostalgia.
So there you go.
Interesting. And guys, always there's plenty of team members. Always, you need fill-ins, let them know. They're a great group of guys to get a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nikki will be the next one we need to get on, just because we've been trying to just every time I message her, she's like, "Well, it's con season," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," and then it just you know, it's all playing that game.
Busy times. Everybody's busy.
Busy woman. I believe it.
But I thank everybody that's been tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Show love to everybody. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. Have a beautiful day.
Bye.